Hello, Vault Dwellers. This is your Overseer speaking. By popular request, we have turned our one-shot into a two-shot, and this time we are playing the official Fallout TTRPG system. A huge thank you to Modifius for sponsoring and allowing us to do another episode of this adventure. We are going to jump right in to where we left off. The Wasteland is vast. It's hot, bleak, and exposed. It is simultaneously more deadly and more alive than you have ever been or has ever felt in your home of Vault 32. You do not belong here, do you? You left behind everything and everyone you have ever known, everything you've loved in the vaults, discovering that your home was nothing more than a cruel experiment. You've been wandering for a few days now, acclimating yourself to the harsh environment, surviving every close encounter at Death's Call, and taking on every challenge and persisting. Well, most of you. You did have another friend with you. Let's take count of who is here, starting with you.
Meg Morris is present, available, and with a Pip-Boy on her wrist and a Roachy at her side.
Gary Ryerson, still here, 55 years young, if you can believe it.
Oh, we can.
Part-time EMT, full-time lover of new experiences. Pleased as punch to be here.
Hortensia Applebaum, living in the desert, learning that hair and sweat do not get along, shaving my head, and still wearing these glasses, which will be slipping down my nose from sweat.
You had another friend with you, though. Randall.
Yeah.
You have the Pip-Boy that Randall was carrying on his arm. The same Pip-Boy that Ralph recently reached out on. A vague transmission, a vague idea that it could be Ralph. Previously, you were able to access this through Vault Tech's security system. You discovered this Pip-Boy, of course, at the Vault Tech headquarters in Los Angeles at the beginning of your journey. Usually, it isn't something that you can kind of use as a communicator typically, but because this was an employee's Pip-Boy itself, it had a little more in its capabilities. And when a signal came in that Randall thought in any way could mean that Ralph was still alive and safe at home, Randall had to go back and get him. Randall parted ways with all of you couple of days ago now, as you've continued wandering, leaving from Santa Monica, California, in the new California Republic, heading in whatever direction Klep, a ghoulish older woman, was leading you in the search of the Mothman. Randall hugged each of you tightly and promised that he will reach out on the Pip-Boy once he has his brother and is ready to meet up with you all again. All of you are dragging slowly in this unfamiliar heat, still missing your temperature-controlled vaults, following a good 100 feet behind Klep. Klep doesn't seem to care that any of you are coming with. She isn't exactly leading you in a direction as much as wandering in a direction that you're allowed to follow. But you hear another set of footsteps kind of crunching in the sand around you, as Klep stops off at the rundown, what maybe at one point was a building, and is digging through something, very feral digging.
Hey,
This
Klep.
she tends to do.
You gonna get some more of those rags you like so much? Hey, to you too. We'll just be right here.
And she just continues digging into nothingness. But you do still hear the footsteps crunching.
Klep. Roachy.
It's not Roachy.
It's not from us. No.
Randall.
Randall?
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 No.
Did you get a message back from
I didn't.
Pip-Boy?
I didn't get anything.
Who
so
are
I
you?
don't.
You don't need a message. He's 10 feet away. Hi.
Hey, people, what's going on?
Hey, bud.
Hello.
Nice outfit.
I love your outfit. Oh, mint condish. Okay, I
Yeah.
like it.
Do they come in other flavors?
Well, I thought mine was in good condition. I've been keeping up with it for years.
It's certainly on you.
So hi.
Hey!
What vault are you from?
I've actually never been in a vault before, but I kind of follow the vaults. I'm part of a caravan. We hang outside vaults, just kind of like travel the country. Real vault head.
Follow them for?
Oh, just on like the off chance that like one of you guys step out, maybe one of us can step in.
Oh.
What does everyone see?
Like,
can you describe yourself for me?
I think they see a very excited young man that, he's got scruff all over, like he hasn't shaved, like he's trying to shave, but he's all patchy because he's using a knife and doesn't have a mirror or anything like that. He is very scrawny, like almost like skin and bones, like he's like floating inside his suit. The suit is all patched up. There's duct tape.
I'm sorry, I didn't get the visual. What was he doing in his suit?
He's kind of just like floating in his suit.
Thank you.
Can we all do the motion?
Yeah, I got it now.
Yeah.
It's like this?
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
All right.
Yeah.
Someday maybe we too can float in our
He's,
cities.
How many oozes
We all
in
float
that?
eventually.
Drinking his Nuka-Cola, which looks probably like a little bit different than the cola you guys are used to.
I've had one of those.
Have you had one of
me
these before?
too.
Oh, yeah.
Each of you
That
actually
makes your brain hurt.
did try that last time, and
Yeah.
it made you incredibly sick.
Mm-hmm.
But new friend here, sipping on away.
Wow. So you wait outside of a vault, and then the people leave, and then you would just dip in.
Oh, it's never happened before.
But
It's like-
that's the plan.
I mean, a lot of it has to do with just like the vibe that like the caravan has. Like outside, we play music, we throw bags.
So you're not regular raiders, you're fun raiders.
Oh, I think I've heard of this. There's documentaries on this at Back the Vault. They're called fanboys.
Yeah, vault heads.
Oh.
Where's the rest of your caravan?
Oh, dead.
Now that tracks.
That is really unfortunate. Why are they dead?
Oh, got attacked by some ghouls out in the wasteland. It happens, but we always pick up newbies along the way. You guys are really insightable, though.
Yeah.
Not
Well,
right
no.
now.
But we're actually on our way. Well, we've got a ghoul, and she's lovely, and
Clef throws a little bit of sand at you.
she is a pip, isn't she?
It's a like hunched over kind of like hag with like long straggly gray hair hanging over her face and lots of like draped cloths over her protecting her from the sun that is just digging in like piles of sand and debris. But she doesn't look angry. She just kind of like very stone-faced throws just a little bit of sand at you.
Hey, Clep.
Love Clep.
One more person on the please don't eat list, okay? What is your name?
Peachy King.
Oh, good name!
Your name?
Meg.
Meg. Ooh.
Can we check you for radiation?
I mean,
It's
I've
just
always got
exposure.
kind of a little bit at this point.
Well,
Yeah.
that's because you
It can't be
more
more.
roachy.
Yeah, it can't be more than snuggling with Roachy.
I mean, you are drinking that Nika Quantum, and you're perfectly fine. So I have cause for concern.
You
Meanwhile,
do see-
entire sheets of my skin just come off now.
That is
Ooh.
so bad, and I keep telling you to stop peeling them off manually.
Why?
It's a sunburn.
Is it?
Yes.
Maybe put your
I
sleeve
feel like a
down.
beautiful onion.
Did I not mix up a lot of sunscreen for you? Have you been using it? I can tell from your face that you're not. You look like an overripe tomato.
Hortensia, you only live once. I've never gotten any sun in my life.
I like your vibe, man.
I like your style.
I like your style.
Oh no, there's two of them.
You do also see a rad roach, a like mid-sized rad roach just hanging out next to Meg. You know rad roaches are typically not friends. Definitely something you would typically avoid, but seems to be like absolutely sat next to Meg, kind of like protective at her feet.
Rad Roach, huh?
Yeah, this is Roachy.
Roachy.
Yeah.
I love that name.
Thank you. It's wow.
Yeah.
Sorry, I made eye contact with you, and that was intense.
Hey, it's gonna happen, okay? It's gonna happen. You're bound to look people in the eyes all the time while you're out here.
Right?
What are you guys up to? What are you doing? What's it like in the vault? What vault are you guys from?
It's been tough. It's good. 32.
We can tell the truth. Is good.
I mean, honestly, if someone went there and broke down the doors, it'd probably be better for us anyway.
We can't get in. If we can't get in, Peachy's not getting in.
Yeah.
We are on our way to wherever Clap is leading us. She has a radio that occasionally says things, but only when we get close enough to plug it in, and she remembers to. And if we try to plug it in anywhere, she will try to bite.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. That's
She
true.
does. She is a fighter. She has all those exposed teeth.
It's a casino.
Oh, you guys are traveling far.
Is it
Have
far?
you been there?
No, I've heard about it though.
Clap, is this place far? You made
Clap-
a motion the other day like it wasn't far. Clap.
Are you saying that these are equivalent distances? Because if this is the scale, if this is the
What?
scale, that's a
What?
big difference.
What?
You're saying what is far? You're
I
saying
am
how do you?
Hortensia. This
What?
is a
What?
distance.
She's saying what is
What?
What is far? Like when is it like the end of the world far? Is like the sun far? Or is like this casino far? That's what she's saying. She's saying that specificity is the heart of communication, Hortensia.
I see. I do see. I see very many specified things coming into this conversation. Very specific.
No,
Okay.
no.
Do not bite me.
We're on the list.
Nope.
Do you remember the list?
We're cool with Mothman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
All right.
Every so often we have to remind her or she will bite us.
Also, we don't know what a Mothman is.
Mothman? Is it a man made out of moths?
That's what I was wondering.
I'm
What-
thinking it's a man made out of
It
moths.
appears to be a man-sized moth.
A
Or-
man-sized moth.
Or a moth-sized man. Or one moth made out of a ton of little men.
Ooh.
Or
A moth
That was.
where it was written as mother, but the ER fell off of it.
I would like to say
Mother
that
Motherman.
Men.
it would have to be men plural if it was that. Okay.
Regardless of what it is, we're not going towards a vault or anything, but safety.
Well, we don't
I
actually
don't know
that.
if safety in numbers is real because apparently you said there was a huge caravan and they all died,
Oh,
but
so dead.
Maybe the casino's in a vault,
or maybe there's a vault inside the casino.
or maybe the casino's
You
on
have-
top of a vault.
You have
Right.
to have a vault inside of the casino because that's where all the smooth people go and steal the money from.
Yes, like all those high school.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah, there will be a bank vault, definitely.
Clap, kind of like almost like scurries in between you all and grabs onto your two like vault suits from just like the sleeve and goes, only one Mothman.
Okay.
Wise
Alright.
Mothman, purple eyes, red eyes, imposter.
Purple eyes, red eyes.
No red eyes.
No red eyes.
No, Red Eye's imposter. She gets very cross about that.
Cross eyes.
How did your friends die?
Oh, brutally.
Okay.
How close to this place did they die in? Should we be moving now?
Yeah, I guess so. You guys can tell me all about the vaults. That's all I care about.
Clap, it turns out that there's maybe a band of marauders that's gonna eat us. Did you get all the rags you need?
And she starts kind of wandering in that direction again.
Can't prepare for everything.
You want to give her like 15 feet.
Oh, really? That
Yeah.
bad?
Otherwise, she bites. It's one of the stipulations of our deal.
That's
She
okay.
really enjoys
Just-
biting.
I just trust her. I don't know what.
She's got soulful eyes
She has an honest heart.
and really straight teeth for someone who eats flesh.
Peachy, you would definitely recognize that this woman is ghoulish. She is still in kind of like the process of turning. She's not entirely ghouled, but like her nose is hollowed out a little bit. Her skin is definitely has that like kind of pink scarred look to it. She's for sure turning into a ghoul. But so far, she seems to be not rapidly changing. She's just where she's at.
Gotcha.
And she hasn't changed at all in the time you've been around her. So she starts kind of shuffling through the sands back out towards the wasteland.
It's all good. Just gotta keep track of the changing. Now, who's been keeping the time on this one over here?
I'm sorry?
How often do you see the outbursts changing?
I'm sorry, what?
Clap is pretty consistent.
Okay. Consistently always, or consistently good?
It depends on your
Good.
definition. Occasionally there is attempts at biting, but most of the time that just seems to be her personality.
Are we
Right.
expecting Klep to change?
Right, that was
Yeah,
that
that's
was
a
my
concern.
question.
What do you mean by
I just
this?
thought that she was an afflicted woman.
Oh yeah, she's afflicted all right, but it might start getting a little worse as time goes on.
You mean more of her
I don't
skin
like
will
to
slough off?
prejudge. I'm not here to judge a friend.
Okay.
I just assume that this is the end result of a terminal sunburn.
Oh.
You know what? I will take that sunscreen.
Yeah, I figured. Yeah.
Thank you.
Put the jar in your hand.
I don't think so, but hey, there are no wrong answers in brainstorming. I like this.
You're very pleasant. We
Thanks.
have not met many people in the service, but it's good to know that they're all very good. How do you feel about America?
What part of America?
All of it.
Yeah.
I love it! It's got so many opinions!
Huh.
Okay, I think this is fine. I think this will work.
Yeah,
out.
no, that sounds right to me. Let's keep moving.
I want to go to America one day.
Huh?
Huh?
As all of you continue following
Sure, this will
a
work out
good
fine.
15 paces behind Clayup, moving through places that almost feel like you're moving in a circle a little bit because the buildings are so dilapidated and the structures have given way and there is so much endless sand and sun. It is hard to tell if you're really making progress. Every once in a while you encounter something that looks a little more put together, usually compiled of people that have kind of reinforced things with various planks of wood from a few buildings nearby. And some of them look like they might at least be well built enough to be potentially occupied. Every once in a while, Klep will stop at something and just like steal a piece of wood off of it and like stick it into the sack on her back and continue. But she does seem to be stopping at another one up ahead. It is another one of these kind of reinforced fortresses of sort made from scrap materials. And you see her kind of duck into a hanging piece of fabric and go a little bit out of sight into the structure.
Okay, well, we'll just be right here then.
Oh, I think we
Is
should
that
follow.
the casino?
Oh, if it is, I very rarely say this, but if it is, I'm disappointed.
You do very rarely say that. You're normally just very chipper.
I wanted it to be larger.
I could always have Roachy take a peek.
Sure.
Would Rochi be able to communicate it back to you? Have you reached that level of closeness?
Is that a thing?
I don't think so, but it's a cause for mental concern if it is.
Oh, okay.
I could hear that a little bit. But
I could only hear it a little bit too. This one, not as good as this one anymore. And it's getting worse the longer we're out here.
Yes, we should
Maybe
see
in a
for
Klep
that.
way.
I look towards the door.
I told you to use a sunscreen.
But I kneel down to Roachy and I, with a hand that I then cover with my vault suit, give him a little pet, and then go check it out, boy, towards the flap.
Do you have a specific skill that you would like to use for
I
this?
have a perk or a trait, one of the two. I've taken the trait that is normally for owning a dog, and I said, what if it was a rat roach?
A roach is basically a dog.
So this special abilities are, one of the senses are especially keen. They can attempt to detect creatures or objects, which characters normally cannot, and they reduce the difficulty of all of their perception tests by 1.
Amazing.
He's a little keen guy.
All right. So then I am going to, I'm going to have you just roll to see kind of how this goes.
Absolutely.
So with this, I would say this is going to be a use of your, if they don't have their own perception stat, let's use your perception. And
Yes.
do you want Roachy to be sneaky or do you want them just to be perceptive?
I'm worried that somebody might take a club to good old Roachy, so maybe sneaky.
Okay, great. So then let's use your perception and sneak together.
Amazing. And sneak is one of my tagged skills.
Fantastic. So every success in that counts as 2.
Amazing.
So this we're going to do a difficulty of just 1.
Okay.
So what is your target number for it?
So my perception is 6 and my sneak is 3, so that would be 9.
Okay, great. So then your goal is to roll under a 9. You have 2 d20s to
Okay.
use, since we're not doing any kind of like purchasing of additional things, and you only need 1 to succeed. But because it is your tag skill, if you get 2, you will get a new action point.
Okay.
Or if you get 1, you still get 2.
Ooh.
Go, Roachy, go!
So you want to roll under a 9.
That did not happen.
That didn't happen at
Did
all.
not happen.
Okay, so it's fun. We get to encounter our first consequences. But
I
this is
hate
just about the
those.
sneak. You're still able to do the action, but that was to see how stealthy Roachy was able to
Yeah.
kind of go about it. So upon Roachy, skittering under the flap of fabric and disappearing into the kind of hovel, you hear 3 voices shriek, and you start to hear loud, like, stomping on the ground and the skittering of Roachy's feet. You hear Klep, like, trying to explain, I think, on your behalf. You hear, no, listen, friend, stop. No, very much, don't, bad. Do not! And yelling at who knows who inside this building. As you hear the skittering of Roachy's feet and the stomping of much more like human-weighted feet.
As soon as humanly possible, Gary wants to run in there.
Okay, great. Running in, you see pretty much what is expected. You see Clap, and you see 2 other people that are also kind of ghoulish. One is wearing a t-shirt and tighty whities and absolutely no pants, and has like really thin, bony legs, very like pink pasty, kind of sunburned like you are, and like long, scraggly blonde hair. And the other person is in a long dress, kind of like now climbing up onto a countertop to get off of the ground away from Roachy, as Klep holds out 2 bottle caps to them and is trying to get them to calm down.
Yeah. Okay.
And the other one is trying to stop Roachy.
I'm just going to jump right into this conversation. Well, hello there. How are you? My name's Gary. I'm here with Klep. That's Roachy. I understand. It's a bit of off-putting when you first see him, but he's really lovely. He's got the soul of just an absolute angel.
And everybody in there freezes upon you entering.
Have you ever seen somebody do a snake face with their fingies?
He lifts his leg high enough to try and stomp on your hand.
Whoa! I'm just doing
Where'd it go? Honey, get the gun.
No, that's just a party trick. There's no real snake. I apologize. It's something like this.
Oh my god!
Oh, we gotta get some medical attention, dude!
No, hey, how about that? We're just doing tricks. We're having fun.
Roachy, come here.
I think you're supposed to be more concerned.
Oh no, I'm an emergency medical technician. My name's Gary Ryerson.
That's how you put your finger back on?
Yes.
Emergency medical technician.
I think I shouldn't show them science.
They peek around now the like fabric to see all of the rest of you that stayed outside. It sounds like you went in, followed Gary.
Yeah. I'm like peeking around a corner.
This isn't a casino, is it?
No, this...
Thank goodness, because that would have been very disappointing.
Don't be rude to the people that are.
Oh no, it's a lovely home. It's just not a casino. And that's what we were expecting. If I was expecting a home, I would have said, oh my goodness, what a lovely home you have.
They start visibly like sizing you up.
This is a cause for concern.
No.
Yeah.
The woman has like climbed down off the counter in her like long stained kind of night dress. And they're both kind of like walking in circles around you, looking at your suit.
Oh my goodness.
At your pockets.
I just now noticed that you're all dressed up. We probably interrupted you. You're on your way somewhere. You got big plans. We're just going to take Roachy and Klep and we'll be on our way.
You're in our house.
Yes. And I ran in because I heard. I just wanted to get my roach. And I'm so sorry that my roach ran into your home. He's usually very good and well behaved. We obey all the leash laws, usually.
A ran roach instead of a rad roach. Empty your pockets.
Oh, sure.
You just do?
Yeah.
Great.
Don't, no.
What?
We need those
They want to.
So you are still on the outside. Do you want to proceed?
Oh, am I on the outside? I thought we all followed.
Did you all come in now?
Yeah, is
You
it
all
one
come
doorway
in?
or is it?
Yeah, it was just the one like kind of flap of fabric. It's
I
not
think
even
I'd
really
say
a structure.
just my head is in, and I've been trying to like gesture Roachy
Yeah.
out of there. I'm not fully in this conversation.
I think
Sure.
I fully ran in ready to be like.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, they just want to know what's in my pockets.
I think this is
I got
what
nothing
is
to hide.
referred to as a shakedown.
Oh, I'm sorry. This stuff is all for me. I need it because we're in the desert. But yeah, I've got my canteen and I've got my switchblade. Don't worry.
Cool.
Oh, I know, it's cool, right?
It's awesome.
Randall showed me how to do this.
Oh! Yes!
That one was rather impressive.
And then I've got a pistol, which I don't mind telling you, I do not feel entirely comfortable carrying, but I feel less comfortable handing it off to somebody else. And then a couple stim packs, bobby pins, which, let me tell you something, these come in handy.
Bobby.
I think he was the inventor of the pin.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. But they come in handy for so many things, and some mentats and some Comex, and that's what I got.
These guys are from a vault.
Hi.
That's why they got good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
All of you.
I
Pockets.
also have 3 deviled eggs, but they've gone pretty bad.
You're still carrying those around?
They're deviled eggs,
Is
Hortensia.
that what I've been smelling this
They're
entire
gonna
time?
snatch one of those out of your hand and just like devour it.
Oh, here, you can have them all. Those are your deviled eggs now. We apologize for this whole situation.
Would you like to try and use the deviled eggs to like persuade them to be able to leave?
Yeah, I've never been in a situation where deviled eggs can't persuade people to do something. They're delicious.
Give
They're
me
good.
charisma plus your barter. So we're gonna do a charisma and barter. What does that put the target number at?
Charisma is a 6, and barter is a 3, and that is a tagged skill for me.
Okay, so that is a 9, and any successes will count as double. We're gonna give this a 1 difficulty still to see what happens here. So
Okay.
that means that you have to roll 1 under 9.
Okay. I have a 9
Okay,
and a 10, so
9
that's
succeeds.
a super good.
A 9 succeeds,
did a super
and because
good.
it is your tag skill, you've gained an
I
action
will
point.
add that to the tally.
For those who are maybe checking out the system for the first time, when you get a success over what was required of you, and this one though technically he rolled 1 because it was a tagged skill, you actually counted it as 2. You get to add that to action points. Action points can be used to negotiate for things like additional dice, doing something faster, getting more information at the time, and they are a group pool that is shared between you. So, all right. He grabs for the other 2 deviled eggs, and Klep just looks so defeated, like puts the bottle caps back in her pocket and starts like leaving the little hut.
Clep, no, thank you so much.
Ugh.
No, that's I really appreciate it, Clep. You were gonna give your bottle caps? That's so nice of you.
For map.
Oh, they have a map?
Caps for map.
Caps for map. I gotta tell you, it's memorable, but I don't know what you're saying.
Is there a map that leads to the casino?
She turns back towards you and goes, and holds up her 2 bottle caps again. Caps.
Yeah.
For map. And points at the 2 ghouls who are now both just like sucking on the last deviled egg. It's really gross. They're each sucking on one side of it, Lady in the Tramp style,
Yeah.
but it is one deviled egg.
Now see, Hortensia, that's true love.
They're getting a little in their nose cavities.
Yeah, sure. But that's because 2 become 1, Hortensia.
I'd rather stay one.
From where I'm
My
peeking
lonesome.
in, she seems to be really into this map. Is it visible anywhere, or does it seem like it's hidden?
Oh.
I think that
I'm
just asking questions.
Miss Meg, the school teacher.
Questions.
It's
Messed up.
just, you know,
Messed up.
Yeah.
not allowed sharing.
I would say it would be pretty lucky if the map was visible to you. Are you
Lucky.
interested in expending a little bit of luck to see if you are fortunate enough to kind of like add that to the scene?
Yeah. I
So-
think that's fun.
Yeah,
This
see?
is the luck of the draw.
Yeah.
With the luck of the draw, you may spend a luck point to introduce a helpful fact or detail about the situation that you're in, something that you would have to be lucky to encounter. You could find just the right item, right kind of ammo while you're scavenging. So I'm going to say it will cost you 1 luck point to see it, and that will be separate from you getting it. Would you like to spend that luck?
Yes, I
Okay.
spend the luck. You're in, but you're not fully in, right?
I think I'm just like, my head's right above your head.
Yeah,
As
yeah,
like-
we're
Yeah.
doing it.
Hello, hello, hello.
Exactly.
So I
The
kind
rat
of
is on the bottom.
I get the roach is now on the bus.
Hello,
You're getting
hello.
completely irradiated as this is happening.
Oh
yeah.
But it's
Clep
beautiful.
is leaned back in.
I gotta jerk a shoulder up
I
into
feel
you,
left out.
and
do.
point towards the map, and it is there. The map is there.
That's pretty cool. I'm having the best time with you guys.
Okay.
What's gonna happen next?
Well,
I don't know either.
are you good at getting things?
Do you want me to be good? Quiet because it's not working.
Hey,
So
I'm
Chaffee's
sorry.
head
And
is
then-
now in the stack.
Yeah, I've been.
Don't put it the opposite way.
and I'm like, talking to Clap and the couple, but I turn around and I go, "Hey, are we stage whispering?"
No.
Okay, and then I turn back. And
Clep is just like so confused.
Yeah, and Gary looks at the couple and he's like, "Hey, are you enjoying those deviled eggs? They're pretty good, right?"
They do not stop sucking on this devil.
Yeah, you like them, right? Hey,
How's it been so long?
that should be enough to cover for the unfortunate incident with Rochi. But my friend Clep was I interrupted something that y'all had going on. Clep you were about to trade for something, so I don't want to interrupt that. If you guys want to go back to
The guy like pulls his mouth off of the deviled egg, but holds it to make sure that the other ghoul doesn't eat all of it, and turns to you and goes, "Oh, you're right. I was about to rob you."
No, you were going to trade your map for 2 of Clap's bottle caps. We already resolved the robbing thing.
A map.
Yeah.
And he looks back at the woman. A map.
You know, like a sheet of paper that tells
She's
you where
eating
to go.
the deviled egg. And he goes back in, like for his half of it, just like suctions onto his half.
Oh, one of them is going to get the other one's
Deviled
tongue. I'm telling you right now.
I
Slow
hope so.
down.
I've seen documentaries like this that are starring lamprey eels.
What?
It's very upsetting.
The two of you who have seen the map, because it was
Yeah.
pointed out to you by Meg, it's literally like you have to look in between their 2 necks, and you can just see the corner of a map sticking out of like a little knapsack on the other side.
A map sack, if you will.
A map sack, if you will. And it is like just between and behind them, opposite where you are in this tent.
If you can get it, I'll tell you 6 cool fun facts about
6?
the vaults. Yeah.
Don't you have a cool vault way to go get it? I heard you guys have like awesome gadgets and stuff.
Well, that's one of the fun facts that's not so fun is why we don't have the gadgets.
I am so in, and I rush in to right in between them, try to like jump over them.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to jump over the 2 sucking on the deviled egg.
Yeah.
Okay, great. So that's going to be agility and athletics.
Yeah, it is.
And how is your agility and athletics?
Score.
It's not the best.
Okay.
I have a 5.
Okay.
But
And then what about athletics?
I have nothing in it.
Oh, nothing.
Can I help? Because I did say, can you please do this for me?
Absolutely. How would you like to do that?
I think at that moment, if I see that he's starting to struggle, I'll have Rochi like skitter around their feet to scare them a little bit.
Okay. So you will also have a separate attribute and skill combination that you are using for this. So for this one, it is going to be the same thing of kind of handling Rochi. And you are going to roll as well. It does not have to be the same combination. And any success that you generate gets added to his.
Cool. And it's just 1 that I roll, right?
Yeah, roll 1d20 and add any successes that you generate to the score. Great.
Awesome.
If, however, you do fail, you get nothing. So it is only an addition if you succeed. We are going to make this a difficulty of 2.
Okay.
So it's a good thing you're getting help on this, which means that you will need 2 under your score of 5.
5.
Can you roll 2 d20s under a 5, or at least 1?
Do I get 2 successes if I roll a success since it's a tag skill?
Yeah.
What are you rolling exactly?
I'm gonna try to like jump, like kind of like push through them to get to the map.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just
trying
wondering
to
if
like.
I should stab you with some jet.
I'm just trying to like.
Just like-
Yeah. Red Rover them. This is the first time he's met Vault people before, and being offered actual information, he's just like gonna rush these
Whatever
two.
it takes.
Yeah,
So
whatever it takes.
What I meant
Okay,
was
great.
which scores are you rolling? Not
Agility and athletics.
Okay, I can't help with that. Sadly.
Cool, here it goes.
You also already
Do
have
the
some
first
kind of
one?
help.
I'll do them both the same.
Okay.
No, these are bad.
Oh no, they're bad.
Oh,
huh?
my.
Oh, wow.
That one's bad too.
I rolled a natural 20.
Do you want to take, and now technically we're supposed to decide this beforehand, but since it's kind of early on in this game here, do you want to take an action point from the group to try? I guess if you have no successes so far, it's not going to get you to 2 because you also didn't succeed.
Yeah. Does
You rolled-
anything happen
wait,
if
you
I
rolled
roll
a 20?
Yeah.
But it's
That's-
just help.
That is a critical failure.
Oh,
And what did you roll? No crits,
18
right?
and a 14.
Okay, so still very high.
Very high.
So in the rule book, only a 20 is technically a critical failure. But if somebody is attempting something particularly difficult, there are different tiers, essentially, of when things become extreme failures. This isn't quite a difficult enough task for that, but it's a pretty big fail, right? So what you could do is use multiple of the action points that you have to get 2 more d20s and try again, or you can describe to me how you absolutely whiff this.
Yeah, I think I whiff it pretty bad. I'm pretty sure I whiff it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think as soon as he steps in, the floor is like insanely sticky, and you just hear. He's a little bit slower than he usually is, and the jump, no vertical. Like, like the jump is like, he's just like standing in front of these two, making out with a double
Awkward
legs.
than anything else.
Like, did not run through them, didn't even reach them. His face is very close to these two sucking on a deviled egg, like.
The 2 ghouls look at you and believe that you are trying to steal their deviled egg. The deviled egg they are cherishing. And they are going to, without letting go, turn and reach for their weapons. And we are going to go into some sort of combat sequence here.
I'm so
he's
sorry.
just
Invade someone's home and kill them.
He's just never done a triple kiss. That's all.
Yeah.
That's all.
He doesn't know how this
trying
works.
to be a third.
Yeah.
He's trying to be a third.
I'm trying to steal from you.
No.
What?
Let's workshop that. Let's roll that back.
Meg said she'll give me facts if I steal from you.
They are
I gotta respect his
absolutely
honor.
not
It's the
hearing
same
it.
tact as the classroom, kids.
So your initiative stat is equal to your perception plus your agility plus any bonuses from equipment or perks that you have. So we'll give everybody a minute to figure that out.
That was good.
That was wild.
That's a 12 from me.
Perception, agility, 13.
Okay,
11.
great.
11 for me as well.
So fast.
And neither of you have any modifiers on that?
No.
Okay. I keep forgetting Peachy. Great name.
You can't forget
Peachy
Peachy.
is such a good
Peachy Keen.
Did you have a name prepared or did that happen in the moment?
That happened in the moment.
I thought that might be a case. I
Incredible.
recognized that happening in the moment. And Roach, you will just go after you immediately. And
Just hanging out.
with an attempt to potentially steal their cherished deviled egg, we are going to enter into initiative as the ghouls start to reach for their weapons.
No, hey, wait a minute. You wouldn't have even had that egg if it wasn't for us. This is really messed up.
Meg, you are going to be up first.
Ooh, okay.
So you see them absolutely going for it, and they're going for Peachy specifically. One of them, both of their mouths still connected to the deviled egg at this time. One of them is just kind of like starting to like draw their claws out, and the other is reaching around for a knife on their leg.
You know, I'm a school teacher.
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Which means I'm very equipped for violence.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Shout out to any of our audience members that aren't in America.
Corporal punishment.
That was ironic. That was an ironic statement I made. Just
well,
there.
yeah, didn't feel
Well,
like
here's
it.
what I will say. As a school teacher, you are probably uniquely equipped for somebody who is not quite at your intelligence level, prepared to bite or scratch you.
That's so true.
So get it.
I actually think what happens is that I, surprising myself, react faster than would be expected and call back all of this vault training that was like, you'll never use this, but it's good for Reclamation Day, right? And I'm going to draw my pistol
Ooh.
and fire a warning shot.
Now, there's a warning shot.
Well, see,
Is it in the air or is it at a person?
I have this trait called center mass.
Okay.
Oh, that's quite a warning.
That warning seems like a hole to the chest.
Yes. See, I'm going to say that this happens before I realize it's happening, you know? So if I'm making an attack with a ranged weapon, I can strike a target's torso without increasing the difficulty of the shot, and also can re-roll a d20 if I need to.
Okay.
I think I need to spend an action point for that, but I can check.
Great. That is incredibly powerful and the opposite of a warning shot.
Yeah, that's why the quotations were there.
Yeah. A warning shot directly into their chest cavity.
Yeah.
What? Awesome.
I mean, for a ghoul, maybe.
The final warning.
It's just like, hey, maybe think.
Okay, so in combat, you have major actions and minor actions. You can take one of each unless you use any kind of modifiers to enable you to do more of something. Your minor actions are things like specifically aiming to help you, that would help you to do a re-roll of something, drawing an item, interacting with something, moving around, and then of course your major action will be something like shooting this person directly in the chest.
Oh, who'd do that?
All right, so making a ranged or melee attack, you can make your attack. That has your target number on there with your pistol. What is that?
Target number is 7.
Okay, this is gonna be just a 1.
Okay. All right, and I don't need to spend an action point to re-roll the d20,
Wow.
actually.
That's a very powerful skill you have.
Yes, I grabbed it with my brain thoughts.
I love it.
Oh,
So you're rolling 2 d20s here to try and get under a 9.
2 d20s.
your sentences are going places, and I love it.
Dear God.
Oh my god.
I'm going to re-roll that one specifically.
Was it a 20? Was it a 20? Was
It
it
was
a 20?
indeed a
It
20.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
I
matter.
think I need different
The
dice.
last one, you didn't get punished in
Here,
20 because it
here.
was just
I'm going to
help.
try this one. I'm going
You
to try
know-
the gay one.
It's rare that
is
you're
fine.
like, oh no, I'm rolling too many 20s. I need different
Yeah.
dice.
I'm-
I'd like to think that
See,
the
here's
dice in our
thing
studio are
is
so
that
blessed.
I am always destined to roll high numbers for high number games, but I'm also just destined to roll high numbers all the time. So
I
Yes.
just think it really lends credence to living the secret, you know?
Yeah.
Manifesting.
yeah.
We're
Down
manifesting
the
now,
rabbit
you know?
hole. Yeah.
I miss.
Eckhart
You miss!
Tolle.
yeah.
Okay. Well,
That was a
Wait till
warning
my
shot.
friends get a hold of you.
Warning shot.
yeah. Now, what I will say is you haven't used your minor action yet.
That's true.
Do you want
Which
to
is a
use
tinier
your
gun.
minor action to aim? You can re-roll 1d20 on the first attack roll that you made this turn if you want to use your minor action for it. Unless you
Okay.
have something else you wanted to do with your minor action. Now, I want to remind you all, anytime you're in combat in the Wasteland, you can try to get away. You do not have to fight everything that wants to fight you. Everything here wants to fight you.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's up to you.
This is firmly in the mistake category, but
Oh,
it's
dear.
fun to make mistakes.
I
you
love
know?
that.
Okay. Yeah, I'll use
Okay.
my minor action to try.
Let's see if you can get under a 9.
You can do it.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
What? Here's
Wow.
but here's what's bonkers.
3 natural 20s in
Here's
4 rolls.
Here's what's bonkers. This is why I'm talking about living the secret. You barely even rolled that. You literally kind of just slammed it down. It went nowhere. It's like you wanted that.
Yeah.
I didn't. It rolled twice.
Then why didn't you? When people roll dice, they do like this.
Look at that
You
15.
did that. You were like, here's where 20 is.
What we're saying
You
is
basically went like this.
basically it's a skill issue.
I shoot my
It's
own
definitely
foot.
a skill issue.
Truly. Wait, do you actually shoot your own foot?
I don't know,
That
man.
would be amazing.
I think we're about to find out.
So, things like this happen
Sure.
on a 20
Yeah.
means you receive a complication as well. So, in addition to not succeeding at your shot, you also receive a complication. The sound of your gun going off has actually summoned another ghoul in the distance that is now barreling into this hut that you're in right now. And you also shot yourself in the foot. Because you rolled 3 nat 20s, I just feel like we have to honor... 2?
Only 2 on the record.
Only 2 on this one.
Okay.
The other
2 on
one
the
was
record.
for the last
In our hearts, we have to
did.
honor all of these nat 20s that you're getting.
That's
I really
fair.
feel like it feels important to honor nat 20s.
Yeah.
And in
Yeah.
this way, we're going to honor it by
You have to
also
honor 'em
giving
both
you
ways.
By blowing one of your
little-
toes off.
I'm blowing my toe off.
Yeah, I think it's also, you can't play Fallout without losing at least like
Yeah.
a phalange.
Do they want to
you
eat
know?
the toe that I shoot off?
We can circle
Oh,
back
God, they do
if
the
you
same
want to
thing with
offer
the
them a
toe in
toe.
between them, just
yeah,
holding
so
on
I-
toes.
I go to
Outside the tasty freeze.
really so fast I go to pull this 10 millimeter out. Maybe too fast because I don't even get it raised before it just goes off and I go,
Man, Jiminy Christmas!
You guys are in trouble.
That toe.
Margaret, what did you do?
Are you? She hasn't even made a sound.
Oh, God.
Folks, I'm gonna ask if we can't just take this down a notch. Rightio.
Okay, well, here's the thing. We are now into initiative.
Right.
And
Yeah,
Gary,
no.
you are up in initiative. And if
Wait.
you want to try and use your
Reggie's turn.
No,
position in initiative to try and negotiate, you can.
Gary is gonna be like, hey,
Mhm.
let's just talk about. And as he just kind of like goes in to his pockets, comes out, and is like, I just want to talk, and then.
And what are you attacking with?
Pop my knuckles.
Knuckles!
I have a pair of knuckles.
Of course you have a pair of knuckles. That's fantastic. Okay. So what is your target number on your knuckles?
Target number is 8. It is a tagged weapon for me.
Okay, fantastic. So you have 2d20 to roll on that with your
Okay.
knuckles. And you're trying to get under an 8.
Great. We got a 3.
All right, and since that's a tag skill, we get an action point.
Great.
That was a
Can
difficulty
you
of
roll
1
for
as
me
well.
in the future.
You can roll for you. When you roll dice, you just roll them. You don't set it down on the bad number.
All right,
See?
you know what? That's me. That's
You
my
roll
fault.
the dice. That's a little tip that I've learned.
Okay, and what is the damage on it?
The damage is 4. Now I do
So it's
have
4d6s.
Oh great, and I do have for melee damage. I do have +1 little vault boy.
Okay, great.
Nice.
And where are you aiming? Just so I know.
I just popped him straight in the face. Whereas, because Gary is thinking, he's watched documentaries with Hortensia, and he's thinking, sharks are kind of like angry people, and when a shark is angry at you, you bop them in the nose. Not so much because you think it's going to hurt the shark, but because they got a lot of nerves up there, and also no shark thinks you're going to punch them, and they just go, what?
Yeah.
And so he goes to punch the ghoul in the lack of nose and just sort of the middle of the face.
Okay.
Right where the little bits of egg got in.
Roll
Just-
that damage for me.
Just bop.
Nice.
That is 13 damage.
Okay.
That's a haymaker.
Yeah.
That might punch a hole in the face.
Can you
Gary's
also tell
swole.
Peachy a vault fact while you do it?
Yeah. We have a whole library of nature documentaries on 8 and 16 millimeter film.
Heck yeah! You guys are in so much trouble.
You do pretty much like concave this ghoul's face. The other ghoul, they had just turned towards you, like right after the shot fired and missed by the commotion, and they turned just in time to get like clocked in the face, letting go of the deviled egg, as the ghoul in the long night dress screams, but also like inhales the rest of this, and it looks absolutely unrecognizable at this point.
Are
from the
you
deviled
actually
egg.
afraid, or are you using that as an excuse to eat that half of the egg?
She is fully eating that half of
Wow.
the egg, but she is screaming and like looking at the body as it falls.
No, you
and
just care about eggs.
She's screaming.
No.
Oh, if her
That's
tear ducts worked, she'd be crying.
No, because here's the
I
thing.
fully think those things still work. You don't really care.
No, she would be screaming much louder, but she can't because because she'd spit out egg and she doesn't want to.
No,
really doesn't.
Oh my god, but no, I loved him. Oh my god.
Hey, why don't we just and he reaches for the map and just goes to take his like, why don't we just
So for your minor action, you can do an object interaction because you haven't used it yet.
Yeah.
You can reach for the map. And
He's not making any like sneaky sleight of hand or anything. He's just like, hey, this has gotten a little out of hand. We're just gonna, you enjoy that egg, and we will get out of your hair.
She can't bite you because her mouth is too full of this one.
No.
How big is this deviled egg?
You don't have
She doesn't have a lot of mouth left.
Oh, that's why they're having so much trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, it's just slipping.
When you don't have the lips to keep it in. Yeah.
Gary's like, no.
That was why they were sucking on it. Okay. But at this point, they've sucked on it enough that she can just gum it the rest of the way.
Oh God, all the proteins have broken down.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, so she no longer really had to chew it, but she's mashing it between them gums anyways.
It's important to chew it a lot though, because it breaks it down and you can digest it better.
Masticating.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, you have a lovely home. It's not a casino, and I do not fault you for that.
She is going to make an attempt to attack you because she is up next in initiative as the other one is arriving here. The ghoul is going to attempt to bite you. Mouth and gums full of deviled egg.
Oh, don't waste any of that paprika. Those are the good deviled eggs.
All
It's
right.
very hard to come by pepper. We haven't encountered any spices yet, have we?
Ooh.
Wrong desert.
Apparently so.
Okay.
I was waiting for the tune sound to come out.
Okay, so this is her essentially unarmed attack. This is radioactive physical damage.
That's a Red Hot Chili Peppers cover band.
She's going to gum down onto your arm as it reaches, and you do successfully grab the map, but not without taking a radioactive bite from this ghoul.
Oh no, now I'm a superpowered lady.
And you're gonna take 5 points of damage.
I don't think that's how transition
How many?
works, sweetie.
5.
5, okay.
You're gonna take 5 points of damage. The other one is not into initiative yet, so Peachy and Hortensia, you are equal in your initiative here. So do you guys want to do something together, or do you want to?
Sure. Okay. I'll do something.
Okay.
I'm gonna see this ghoul lady gum down on Gary's arm, and I'm gonna be like, nope, I'm gonna pull out my pistol and just shoot her in the face.
Okay, so everybody's been given a difficulty of 1 for this in your first combat. So let's figure out what your target number is for your pistol.
Okay, so it is small guns, and I do not know what I roll with it.
So your target number is right here next to the
the
actual
target number
item.
is 7.
Okay, so your goal is a 7. You have 2 d20s to do that. Is this a tag skill for you?
It is.
Okay. No!
I'm going to use an action point, if everyone's okay with that.
Yeah.
Sure. Nobody knows how many we have except you.
5! I got 5. I got 6.
Yeah.
So I roll both?
We trust you implicitly
You only
with the
get 1.
action points.
You could purchase multiple. You're essentially purchasing additional die. Or I'll also let you know you could use your minor action for this first reroll.
Okay.
Unless you have an additional minor
I'll
action.
use my minor action.
Okay.
Then I roll 2, or do I roll 1?
It's still just 1. Unless you did both. Now, do you want the action?
Welcome.
Do you want to just keep trying? You want to just keep trying?
Welcome.
Yeah.
The thing
Look,
is,
we're
there
being
are
a little soft on the rules. They
big
just got to the
4.
Wastelands. Okay.
4.
There we
Okay,
go.
so we get 1
Everybody-
action point back because of the success.
Perfect.
2.
So it's like you didn't even use
It's
one.
like I didn't even use one. Just succeed on the first try.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Okay, and you just want
You
to
do
pop her
girl
for
math?
it. Let's see that damage.
Okay, damage is going to be 4 d6s.
This also has a rate of 2. I'm not sure what that means.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe you can fire 2 in a
Splice, yeah.
pistol.
That is 12.
Okay, 12 points of damage. You absolutely blow this ghoul up. And I think that you also can see everybody step in with their pistols after, and your toe is still just missing and bleeding.
Yeah.
Jumping Jehoshaphat! What's going on, Meg?
I've got some brains on
We
me.
okay?
Gary, you are covered in ghoul.
Oh, boy.
You are absolutely covered in ghoul.
Now you saw, we tried to de-escalate that.
I believe we might have started the escalation.
Yeah,
I
and
sit
totally escalated it. It was
forcefully down on the
awesome.
ground. I just sit.
The other ghoul is also here
Yeah.
as a reminder.
There
so
is another
Peachy,
one.
you are up in initiative. There is one more ghoul that has just entered in as the other one got exploded everywhere.
What's the vibe on this ghoul?
This ghoul is looking like a little further along in the ghoulification process. This ghoul doesn't seem to like speak. It only kind of grunts and drools a little bit. It is unidentifiable in
Can I get a fit check?
Yeah, so this ghoul, who is pretty far into it, I would
all
describe
Ed
as dripping.
Hardy. Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. There's
Well, at
only
least we know we're close to the casino.
There's only a few rhinestones left in the red heart surrounding the skull on the design.
Awesome.
Most of the rhinestones have fallen off of the Ed
looks
Hardy
just
shirt.
like him.
Yeah, exactly. It is torn apart in a way that, honestly, they might have even sold it that way, really, at the time. It's hard to say.
So about 2010 said Hardy.
Yeah.
He's got those gas station sunglasses.
Gas station sunglasses on, short shorts.
Whoa.
Finance.
A really short, like a full-on Daisy Dukes.
I'm looking for a ghoul in finance.
Yeah.
Short shorts.
Yeah, just
Rhinestones.
Does
the ghoul have a job?
one way to find out. Peachy.
So how far away is he from me?
This whole building is about the size of like, I would say it's about like an 8x8. And they have just entered into
behind
the
me.
building. Yeah. So they're coming in from like essentially pushing apart the like fabric-y things from the other sides. They're coming in kind of in front of you still. They've just kind of pushed through a wall because they're climbing through it and like a hole in the side of it, essentially. So they're not sneaking up on you. They're not coming in behind you. The Ed Hardy adorned ghoul just dripping and staring at the bodies of the ghouls in front of them.
Would we have time to leave this area before he makes its way out? Peachy is not a violent person.
You can try, yeah.
Hey guys, let's maybe just like call the party right now. Is that cool?
Fair. No,
we
that's
kind of
good.
got what we needed.
I'm covered in brains, and I would like to not be covered in brains.
Yeah, we're out of hors d'oeuvres anyway.
Awesome.
I can't believe you're carrying those around for so long. Actually, I can.
What? They're very good.
They are rotting.
Well, now they're rotting,
They
and that's
were
why I
before
gave
Mm-hmm.
them away.
Oh,
Right.
Oh, your foot!
Can I use my action to try to heal
yes,
Meg?
but you can't get away and try to heal
Right.
Meg.
Gotcha.
So you have to choose if you're going to run away and then heal Meg, or if you're going to heal Meg here.
Team fireman carry.
Okay, yeah.
Let's just.
Watch the hands on that side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just
Yeah.
grab Meg.
Can we grab Meg and like...
Okay, so I think this should be a group action,
Yeah.
right? So a group action has a mechanic that I'm going to locate.
Should I assist or should I hold the pistol in case the ghoul gets too handsy?
We're gonna need you to get the toe.
Oh, we're gonna need to reattach that, aren't we?
Yeah.
There's a bunch of ghoul toes on the
I'll
ground.
put it in one of my beakers that I still carry.
Yeah. You've got to figure out which toe is Meg's out of all the toes.
Yeah.
Oh, probably the one that looks the least like it's rotting. The freshest.
Is it gone?
No. So,
Okay.
no, we found it.
Don't look down.
And listen,
Don't look down.
Okay.
maybe this isn't a compliment you ever expected to hear, but you have the freshest toes in the entire hut.
Also, don't wear flip-flops out here. You gotta wear shoes.
They were shoes.
Okay, I'm just saying.
They're flip-flops now. All right, we are doing a group test.
And it's heavy on the flop.
We're doing a group test. Who is the leader of this group test? I think since it was your action here, you should be the leader of it.
Let's do it.
So you are going to roll your normal dice pool, 2d20. You can use additional action points if you want to improve that. You can add up to one more that you buy through action points. Everyone else is going to roll 1d20 using your own attribute and skill, and you will give your success to the leader of it.
Okay. What attribute and skill are we using for this?
So, let's see here. For this, it's probably an agility. Y'all are trying to run on out of here. I'm gonna say agility and athletics for everybody, unless you have something specific that you are doing that would call for another skill of yours.
I think I'm on toe and pistol duty in case this thing gets too close and we fail this completely.
Okay, so you're not gonna be part of the group test, or
I'm gonna aim at this person.
okay, you got it. So then the group
Person's a
test will be
strong
you
word.
three rolling.
Okay.
You are going to also roll for this of trying to help them help you.
All All right.
So,
Cool.
do you want to do any additional action points to add to your pool?
We have 6 currently, so feel free.
You're doing pretty well on action points.
Yeah, let me take one
Use them
because
or lose them.
I only have a 5.
Okay,
in this.
add an additional d20. Do you need another one?
Sure, yeah.
If he's using agility, and he's sort of doing the leading.
Yeah.
Could I just be more strength, just more like holding up the other half of a Meg?
Sure. Yes.
Thanks.
Absolutely. And you're doing agility
Strong
as
arm
well.
the
So
man.
how many successes do I need? 1, 2?
For this, I'm gonna say you could get out of here. There's just one ghoul. There's enough of you. I'm gonna say 1. You need
So
one
between
under.
us, we need one.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna
So
do
you've
this
got
Roll the
3,
die this
and then
time.
each of you have 1.
And
11.
Roll 2d20, like we would with any.
You're rolling just 1, and you're rolling just 1.
Great.
15.
If you roll a 20
Okay.
again, I
But
am
the
going
third
to-
one's gotta
So
be
you
it,
know.
right?
Why would you jinx me like that? 2!
And that was my die. That's how you know I didn't jinx you.
Okay,
I did it that time.
okay,
You saw that
okay.
Okay.
You saw that I rolled.
You might have rolled technically,
Uh-huh.
but spiritually, I feel like you didn't.
Yeah.
I can't win.
Emotionally, mentally.
can't.
You are putting that energy into the dice at this
Yeah,
point.
take it out.
You gotta
You are feeling
put
it
it in.
coming. This is gone
This
now.
is play.
Whoa!
That's gone now. We're not.
Nat
See,
20.
oh, that's a 20. That's a bad dice. That's bad dice. That's bad dice.
bad.
Yeah,
Get
that
it
was
out of
out.
here.
That
Get
was
it out of
out.
here. Can we get?
Should we get some more dice?
Yeah, new one
During
flying
Pride,
in.
Some
you
more dice.
betray your rainbow.
I have others.
I
Also
also gave
rainbow.
one of mine away. So
Hold on, let's just...
Oh, here.
no, it's okay. You hold on to it.
Yeah, no,
We're just
it's
gonna
Ooh,
give
it's
you
the
one.
table
It's
that's
cursed.
really got the good luck.
Yeah, the table's got some good luck, except this rolled a 20 on the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, it did.
I'm telling you, I'm cursed with high
Cursed.
rolls.
I also roll success.
Okay, so that is enough. We have 1 success over here and 1 over there. So that is enough to be added to the pool. It's enough to balance out your struggle of it all. You're in a lot of pain and you're
having a
bleeding a
bad
lot. You've lost a toe.
Now is not the time.
I
Yeah.
just picture
But another vault that would really go a long way right now.
We have presentations every year where we talk about the history of America, which is where we're living currently.
What? This is America?
Ow!
Oh, I'm sorry.
And you are able to make your way out of it. And Klep is just sitting in the sand outside, having like dug a little hole for herself and kind of sitting down in it. So she's just kind of peeking over it. She's not big.
Yeah.
She's maybe, hard to tell how much of it is hunch, but hitting like 4.5 feet. So right now she's dug a big enough hole while y'all were in there dealing with this that just her head is peeking out.
Clap,
You seem upset.
clap. I got the map.
Pulls herself out of and like struggles a little bit on the sand.
Can I give Klep a hand? I will, even though it's radioactive. I won't
Of course
think
you
about
can.
it. I'll
Of
do
course
it.
you
I'll
can.
do it.
Absolutely. Klep hesitates and then reaches out to grab onto you, and you feel a little bit of like crunch in your hand because her bones are just
Oh, it's
absolutely
her bones.
dust. Yeah. But she does use it to get out of the hole. And we can check you for radiation later. And she climbs on out.
Look at that. And you got to keep your bottle caps. Klep is really into bottle caps, and I have not figured out why.
I just killed a living creature.
Yo, yeah, Meg. And then and I immediately go to help Meg with one of our stim packs.
I know you have a full first aid. You are also gravely injured. You have a terrible bite on you.
I will hit you with the stim pack.
You have lost half your health.
I mean,
Didn't you?
No, it was a little. I still have a little over half. And also, I am an EMT. You gotta help other people before you help yourself.
We'll just form a medical conga line. Like I'm hitting him with stim packs. You're helping her with the toe. Also, do you still have that rat axe?
No, we use that.
Use it. That's gonna be a problem.
No, I
If
think
you
it's
don't
just
get it-
sunburn,
if
and then
you
I
don't-
pull another layer of my skin off.
That time sunburn. Sunburn doesn't turn your skin green.
Sunburn doesn't do anything. I'm trying to sew on a toe right now, please.
Okay, so you are gonna have to roll to reattach.
I'm
it.
sorry I snapped at you. I love you.
Yeah, sure.
No, I'm sorry.
No,
I've never.
focus on what you need to
No,
do.
I've never killed a ghoul before.
You have a needle half in.
Yeah, and it'll be all the way in, and it'll be all the way out. It's gonna be like nothing.
We did just kill things for the first time. I do
There's a
feel
lot
like
of
we're gonna have some trauma to process.
There's a lot of stuff we need to repair right now,
Point
Meg.
of clarification: how far did you get from this hut?
Oh. How far away was Clef?
How far away was Clep?
4 feet.
We got 4 feet.
Okay.
Oh no.
So I'm just pointing that out that she was sitting right outside the door waiting for you guys. But then you got 4 feet. We're stopping here to do it.
Uh-huh.
Awesome. Okay, cool. Just checking.
Sure.
I'm sure it won't come up.
We've got
No,
really
no.
good survival
Listen,
instincts.
here's the thing about that entire other ghoul that's only 6 feet away from us.
Mm-hmm.
Probably gonna walk around in circles for a long time. Probably gonna check the refrigerator for something. Probably gonna do their taxes.
There are bodies on the floor that ghoul can go after.
Yeah.
There's
And
deviled
maybe
egg
like a little bit of
probably
deviled
on the
egg.
ground.
Yeah, there's little bits that they couldn't get into their
They
mouth
love
because
that
it kept
stuff.
falling out. Yeah.
We've probably got days.
Weeks even.
You guys are my best friends.
Is that because all your other friends died?
Yeah,
Aw.
but also like I feel like we're all on the same page. How fast you guys are to violence, how fast you are to like, shout out things and throw food.
Well, shouting out things and throwing food, we do. The violence is new. And I'm not really feeling great about it, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah.
You were so good at it though.
Oh, my
Were we?
stars.
What-
Meg did violence on herself.
I was gonna say I don't think we're that good at it.
Hey, also, I want to let you know that was very brave.
Super.
You didn't pull it off entirely, but that's okay. You had the initiative. You thought about it.
I don't think I did think about it.
You did great. You took action. You tried to protect us. You tried to get what we needed to get. You did great.
Remember the vault mantra. There's no use crying over spilled milk because milk doesn't exist anymore. Because we don't have cows.
Bill Milk,
That's
I lost it.
fact number 5.
I am loving these facts.
Hey, okay, so a few things. You're trying to sew on her toe.
Yes.
So to do that, I'm gonna have you roll intelligence plus medicine.
Okay.
And what does that number come out to?
Intelligence plus medicine. Now, somehow, we forgot to give me any medicine.
Okay, let's give your science to medicine.
Yeah. And then
because you
your
are
high
more of the
science.
science. Do you have high science?
I'm actually high in both.
Okay, great. That makes sense. Based on the dynamic we've
Pharmaceuticals and
established.
chemistry and
Okay.
all that.
Yeah.
So we're going to do intelligence and medicine.
Intelligence and medicine. What does that number come out to?
That comes out to a 7.
Okay, so there are 2 tiers of success for this. You can attach it with 1. You can get it to work again with 2 successes. If you want her to be able to control the toe. Otherwise,
The
it's
toe
just,
controls her.
The toe is a sentient being. The toe knows all.
Yeah.
The toe
It's
is
like a
God.
really fetishy Evil Dead.
Directed by Quentin Tarantino.
Yeah. So otherwise, it's just attached.
Okay.
So just letting you know that before you roll,
Sure.
in case there's anything that you are interested in doing about that.
Now, one thing that I would love to do about that, because, listen, I know a lot of EMTs.
Yeah.
EMTs, absolutely intelligence, absolutely medicine, for sure.
Uh-huh.
But there's a lot of luck involved in that. And so I'm going to use my luck instead of my middling intelligence, which I feel like is something Gary Ryerson does quite a lot.
Yeah.
Gary Ryerson falls back on training,
Okay.
goodwill, and that's it.
I feel
wait,
like
No, devil
I feel
eggs are
like,
definitely in there somewhere.
I feel like I'm hearing this all under your breath. Gary Ryerson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, he's like,
What is your luck skill? Number.
My luck is 7.
Okay, and your intelligence was?
My intelligence is 4.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense then.
Yeah.
So you're using stack deck then. You are expending a point of your luck, bringing your luck down to a you've already used one, I want to
I
say?
have not.
No, okay. So then now you have 6 luck points. It doesn't change your, max score of it, to use that instead.
Okay, so that brings me to a 10, which ain't bad.
Okay, so now you're trying to roll under a 10.
Okay.
Do you want to use any action points or
I
anything?
would love to. Hortensia, how are we doing on action points?
We still have 6.
Okay, so I'm going to do 1 action point to do the extra.
Okay.
We're going to roll 3 d20s here, and we're going to get that toe back on.
Are you going to get it working?
I mean, I just
Sarah, I don't know if
promise.
it should be you
pretty.
that's...
I'm trying to send low energy.
Yeah,
towards this.
okay.
Maybe you should.
Very low energy.
Whoa!
That's 3 successes.
That's very good. And
That's
also,
how-
was
and
it
Gary-
you
Gary's
for
like
the
this.
His name is
It
Gary
was 2 to
Ryerson.
function, so you got
His
1
name
extra.
is Gary
So
Ryerson.
Gary's like doing this. He's like,
Uh-huh.
now see, it's just gonna. And once again, Hortensia, I am so sorry. There's a lot going on, and I did not mean to snap
doing
at
I
you.
do
Gary.
appreciate you recognizing the harm you may have caused, but I do believe you should focus on the.
Oh
physical
no,
harm.
it's
doing
going.
it.
It's going great. You're doing great.
I'm staring at
I'm
it
doing
at this
great.
beautiful work that's happening.
Make bite on this.
I'm doing great. You're doing great. We're all doing.
I put one of the rags that
Yeah.
we had from the first game in your mouth.
Yeah, and he goes, "You're all doing great."
Oh, and it says Gary Ryerson in the stitches.
Yeah, you should really consider taking up embroidery
It's so small.
You know,
or cross stitch.
I took one of those classes that they offer in the rec center, and I did do a fairly decent job. And he reaches into his vault suit, and he pulls out a tiny sampler, and it's literally a perfect portrait of him and Hortensia in the lab, and it says "best coworkers."
When did you do this? How long have you been holding on to this?
Oh, well, I took the class one Sunday 3 years ago. So 3 years. Are you feeling okay? Do you need anything?
This is so intricate.
I'm good.
The toe
Great.
works.
Can you do a little?
Immediately.
Now listen, it's gonna hurt, but can you do a little wiggle for me?
I do a little wiggle.
Hey! How about that, everybody?
Maybe just hit it with like a little bit of stim pack juice so that it disimpacts.
This little piggy.
Stim pack. I don't think it needs it.
back
We're good.
from
Just in case you, on the other hand, need a stim pack.
I do need a stim pack.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting high? Cool.
No.
No.
Oh,
no,
okay, cool.
not
No.
yet, anyway.
I don't know
What?
how you vault
Well,
that
I
too.
mean, I do have a lot of drugs on me.
What?
I'm a chemist. I wasn't going to come unprepared.
Here's the thing. Upon hitting yourself with a stim pack, you know what it feels like to heal.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't seem to work because radiation damage doesn't just do damage, it actually lowers your maximum hit points.
Dun 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 dun.
So your maximum health is lowered by 5.
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Dun, 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 dun.
Okay.
Big ouches.
Dun, 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 dun.
Hey.
But it is
Hearts
your
all around.
first time experiencing actual radiation
Oh.
damage in this. So it makes sense that you would try to heal yourself.
Oh no.
Can I?
Oh dear.
Would I just know what this is, given my background, or should I roll for
I'm
it?
just gonna look at it and go. Oh, this is
That's not working, is it?
no.
Okay.
I think the way that you would identify it as a doctor, it's not like. Here, give me a medicine roll just in case. So we'll see how much information you get on it. That'll be your intelligence in medicine.
Could I do science instead?
Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
mean, actually, they're the same.
Yeah.
I have to get under a 12.
We're
Okay.
just 4 best friends sewing up toes and taking.
Can I use an
drugs
action
on
point
the
to make sure that
road.
Gary doesn't die?
You're welcome to.
gonna do that one day. Nat 1.
Okay.
Oh, and that counts as 2 successes, so we get that action point back.
Perfect. So when you look at this, it is it's
This is
almost like exactly like it looks like on the screens in the lab. It's like as if you can see his entire little special stats of it all.
Wow,
And
this
you
would
can
make an amazing case
identify
study.
that he is not poisoned by this radiation. He isn't actively suffering or going to continue taking damage from it. But it has just kind of permanently caused damage.
Ah, beans.
This is going to take more to fix than we have on us. Let's just wrap it for now.
Yeah.
Let's wrap it.
We'll wrap it for now. This is gonna take more than we have on us right now.
At present. We will get something.
Because guess what? Silver lining, gang. That was not the casino. We don't have to worry about that.
It can only go up from here.
That's right.
Mhm.
I have a feeling that casino, as I imagined, is a much larger building with many more things.
Maybe even a medical facility where I can actually treat this, because we need to remove the radiation poisoning before it will get better.
Sure.
Or
But
to
hey,
get
look!
better.
Radiation poisoning!
Do not poke it. Do not poke it.
No,
Do not-
look!
do
None
not-
of us has ever had radiation poisoning before. I might be the first person from Vault 32 to have radiation poisoning. How about that?
That is a milestone, but I would prefer it be one that we don't reach. And also, you should.
Do you have radiation poisoning?
Oh, you bet.
See? We're blending in. We're making friends.
One of us. From the vault, it ain't your fault.
Is that an old saying you guys have?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think we say that?
Yeah, right?
No.
Tons of stuff rhyme with vault. We are outside the vault singing, jamming every single night.
Hey,
Also,
vault
it's
fat
not-
number 6? We don't say that in the vault.
Really?
Yeah.
But
It's good.
a lot of vaults are different. We have learned.
We
So
have also
they might
learned-
say it somewhere else, and they're bad.
That if it's vault tech, it probably is their fault.
Yeah. Hey,
So-
Claire. Is that map mapping for you? Do we know where we're going?
One of the thumbs is gone.
Yeah, okay. Oh,
Okay.
Wait,
do you want me to run inside, get you a thumb?
Are we?
Yeah.
And then I turn around and I was like, oh, hey, everybody, let's back away quietly. I'll get you a thumb at the next stop. That guy's still in there.
Oh,
come on, Roach.
I did sort of forget about that.
Best friends walking away from trouble.
We're
Best
gonna
friends
sing
walking away
more
from
quietly.
Wait.
Okay.
I suppose we're all doing it now.
Does anybody know how to harmonize? Does anybody know how to harmonize?
I like this note right here.
Best friends walking away.
Best friends
walking away from Best friends walking. Oh. No, I think we did it. I think we got away.
And Clef will turn around, still kind of humming it, and start just kind of wandering once again in front of you. Not intentionally necessarily leading the way, just going.
Yeah.
Just go.
Are we the first choir in the desert?
That's beautiful.
Wait,
That's a beautiful statement.
You
Isn't
did
it?
say you sang.
It's a good thought.
Oh yeah, in the caravan, we'd go to outside other vaults and we just hang out and we would write songs about what life would be like inside this vault and just like, just really chill and get all the vault vibes,
Huh.
Each vault is a little bit different and I feel like it makes people a little bit different who are hanging outside it.
Huh. That's a philosophy. And you lived by it for a very
Yeah.
long time.
Super long
I mean, part of
time.
that is accurate, actually. All vaults are a little different. Some of them are horrific experiments and crimes against humanity, but some are just, very nice living conditions.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Oh, that's a vault fact.
That's a bonus.
Wait, what is going on?
You got a bonus vault fact.
Yeah, sometimes vault tech decides that your life as a human isn't worthwhile, so they're going to use you as an experiment and turn you into a monstrous creature, or sometimes just a brain in the jar.
Oh, that's 8 vault facts.
I think I see something in the distance. Let's look at it.
You're all making your way, and the sun starts to set. It is a nice reprieve. You have gotten used to, obviously, the sun setting. You've been out for a few days. You live here. But it is always a nice reprieve from like the burning sun in it.
Hey, Peachy, you know what's awesome?
What?
Nighttime.
Oh yeah.
And then the stars come out and the sky goes on forever.
Yeah.
And you stop getting a sunburn because you weren't using sunscreen.
Well, I like to think that I'm sort of like a baked potato in that I continue from the inside out overnight.
You are very soft and squishy on the inside like a baked potato, but
Thank you.
You are very crispy and burnt on the outside.
Like
unlike
a twice
good-
baked potato.
Yes, twice baked is a good way to describe you, yes.
It's pretty good.
A twice baked potato and a deviled egg. Are you kidding me?
So I could go for a fresh baked potato.
Well, we've got a little bit of travel time here, okay? In the same way that you've been kind of walking and wandering, what I want to give you each the opportunity to do is tell me one thing, maybe your favorite thing that you encounter, and you can take something away from it if you want. So this is how we're going to do kind of like a travel montage, and we're going to have you each describe one thing that you have found, encountered, or seen in the Wasteland over the span of the next like 14 hours of on and off walking, essentially. So each of you are welcome to take something away from it. It could be fun, it could be useful, but something that you get to take with you on your travels or encounter.
Yeah, I think one night, as they're all walking, Gary just begins making up constellations. And he because he knows there are constellations. And Meg actually knows what the constellations are. And Gary is just walking next to Meg.
Orion.
And just like, And that
It looks like a little.
that is the star gnome of the north.
Okay. Yep.
Bobby? It's not
Oh,
Bob,
so
it's a
the
Bobby.
star
It's the
gnome
Bobby
and
the star
Also
gnome.
Bobby.
Yeah, like Orion is the hunter. Didn't
Well,
you just say
is-
that? That's Bobby, and he's the star gnome.
Uh-huh.
And that, did you ever think we'd see so many stars? Look at this.
Bobby.
That's Bobby. And that right there, that's a clown car. That's the tiniest, that's a Fiat.
What's a Fiat?
It's a tiny car, and 100 clowns get out of it.
That seems spatially impossible.
So if your favorite thing that you encountered in the Wasteland was identifying constellations.
Yeah, it's just the vastness of it. He's just like completely blown away by the fact that like he is getting to see the outside and that it is real and that like it could be Bobby the gnome. Like nobody's naming constellations anymore.
No, I think what you encounter, what you find then is a glass that is functional. It's not quite a telescope glass, but that gives you a little bit of distance to clear them up a little bit. It is kind of like a broken, small handheld telescope.
Like somebody's fixed it with like the bottom of Nuka-Cola bottles and stuff.
Exactly.
And it's like, hey, Gilbert and Sullivan. That doesn't mean anything anymore.
And that will help you see a little further in the distance.
He's like, check it out. You can see Maria, the loud gardener.
Why is she loud?
Oh, every time you walk by, she's like, don't step on my roses. Nobody steps on her roses.
They don't exist anymore.
They
as far
don't
as I can
exist.
tell.
Yep.
And sailors used to go, step on those roses. We got places to be. I made that up. It's a whole new world out here.
On land.
Yeah.
Hortensia.
Oh, we're about me now? Yes, okay.
Yes.
I was distracted. I think that the things that would be the most interesting to Hortensia are anything that could help this situation. And I do mean the wound, not just this in general.
Okay.
So like
I'm
if we
fine.
could find you are not fine.
The whole situation's great.
It's really not. I would rather you not die.
Mm.
I would like to maybe encounter like an abandoned remnants of a hospital or something, somewhere where I can find either is it Radaway or Radax? I can never remember. Radaway or
There's both. There's
or-
Radix, too.
the potassium iodide that we thought we were going to look for, so I can formulate some,
Okay.
because that would be a
Yeah.
fun little bit of irony. We found the thing, and now
That's
yeah.
Chekhov's potassium iodide.
Okay. So I'm gonna look really quick and see if there is actually any item in game that can raise max HP, because his max HP is literally lowered. He's not currently actually poisoned.
That's right. Yep.
It is a max HP issue, so I'm just searching.
I could change it.
Hortensia, don't waste all your time worrying about me. Name a constellation.
But they already have names.
No, they don't, because everybody who did that's dead.
They
I'll
also
go-
have moved, actually. They're not in the
They've
same
moved?
position.
So we can rename them when they've moved.
Sure.
I'm not an astronomer.
No, but like find one and you
Okay,
can just name it.
so,
Don't worry about me all the time. I'm fine.
If someone doesn't worry about you all the time, you will die. That one kind of looks like a bone.
Yeah. That's
Dog bone.
that's the dog bone.
The dog bone.
That's the dog bone. The
And that can be the dog dish.
Yeah, that's the cosmic dog dish.
Are there still dogs?
Yeah, Roachy. Come here.
I
See?
just get very visible.
Okay.
It's just
There
like a
is-
1,000-yard stare.
There is an item.
Mhm.
There is. Now, I've said you can take away one thing, so if you do want it to be this, it can. You can also take away something else as an item, but if you want something, you would find a Skeeto Spit, which is a blood pack that would combine the curative properties of blood leaf and create a potent painkiller that increases a person's vitality for a long period of time, giving you a +2 to your max HP. So it would raise it back up.
Yeah, I'm going to go with that because I think that the fact that you are looking like that
Sure.
is very distracting and concerning to me.
But check this out. Now I look fine.
That's not
You don't have to worry. You don't have to worry about anything.
That's not how it works.
Harry, your arm is behind your back.
Hey, hey, Peachy.
I just like take a couple minutes to teach you the trick. No, watch you bend your thumb.
No, God.
If we, do you know what shadow puppets are? Because I feel like that will really blow your mind.
Shadow puppets?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know what shadow puppets are.
Okay.
Hey, don't be condescending to Peachy.
I'm sorry. I wasn't aware that I was.
I know.
Look at this item really quick. So the Skeeto Spit.
This is a constant thing.
What you have is the like you have blood leaf. You're able to craft it if you want. I think that's the thing. I think you
Yeah,
find
I'd
the
like to
ingredients so you
craft
can make it yourself.
Yeah.
Now you have a skill, I believe, that helps with crafting. Is that right, Gary?
Yeah, that's right. I have a chemist. So anything, any chemical or chemical item that we create lasts twice as long.
Okay.
And we unlock recipes.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you are so used to being Hortensia's lab assistant. When like when Hortensia is like in the zone, right?
Yeah.
So as you're starting to put these ingredients together, it feels a little bit like being home again. This is maybe the most familiar anything has felt. Because you have gone into a building that had kind of like a lab facility in it, it doesn't feel like the Wasteland for a minute. You can almost see it as your lab, and as you're combining the ingredients, the world kind of melts away around you, and you see your absolutely pristine lab in Vault 32. You hear Gary's voice kind of rattling off of the cold metal in the room, and see the cabinets of ingredients in front of you that you've always had access to.
Hey,
I really.
Are you gonna? You don't have to do that all night. You know, I'm good. You should get some rest too.
I think that I took what we had for granted, Gary.
Oh, sure. I think everybody does. I think probably literally everybody is right now. You can't know that you're taking things for granted because we never had anything change.
No, but I also mean you. You've always sort of been there. No. And at times it did annoy me deeply, but
I could never tell.
you're very consistent. So yes, I will work on this on it for you.
Okay. You meant to put that there.
I did mean to put that there.
And that's how Gary provides the assistance to actually double the effect of that. So instead of it raising it by 2, it will raise it by 4. That gets you to just 1 shy of your previous max HP.
Woo! See, it's looking a little better. It was totally working on that.
All right, let's go over here.
And then after she's done, and he puts it on, he's like, hey, look at that. Also, check it out. You can totally see the dog bowl from here.
Oh, wow! It really does look like a dog bowl. I'm good at naming things.
You're great.
Peachy, you know the Wasteland. This place is pretty familiar to you. So, do you have like a favorite part of the Wasteland? Obviously, you've been trying to get to a vault, but what's like a comfort place for you?
I think there's like a strip of buildings, like where there would be like a diner and there would be like a general store, and they're all pretty run down, but I want to say Peachy likes going into one that is kind of in pristine condition because like who would need to raid it, and it's like a photography store, like it's like some place to get your portrait done. And he loves going there and looking at like all the old photos of like people that are on the wall. But more than that, as we're walking by this place, I think he wants to take the camera and take pictures with his friends, because he's never taken them with his friends before. So I think he's just like, I wonder what's in here. And he like knows exactly what's in there. And he's like quickly like pulling down like the backdrop or whatever. And it'd be funny.
Man, I mean, it's great, but like, in order to stand in front of that and get a good photo, we'd have to know where there are 6 matching cowboy hats.
That would be crazy. Like knocks them down off the shelf.
Whoa, that was really timely.
I love the idea that like the where the backdrop is, there's like a big hole in the wall that like reveals the Wasteland. But as he pulls it down, it's just like a desert. He just pulls down a background.
Just matches.
Yeah, just like perfectly matches. Like
The hole is in the backdrop in the same place that it's in the wall,
Exactly.
but it's just desert on both.
Because you found 6 cowboy hats, that means there's one for Clef and
There's
one for
even a
Roachy.
kid
Yeah.
size.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
One is a tiny little one. Not that small because Rochi's like this, but like one of with a little. I'm adding that to my
hold them
inventory.
up.
That's coming home.
Absolutely.
Clap. Don't bite me. I'm tightening the drawstring on the hat. Don't.
we're gonna do it.
You're gonna bite me.
We're gonna do a serious one,
We
and
can
then
see.
we're gonna do a goofy one.
Yeah, you can
So
bite me
hold on
during. Yeah, you can bite me during the fun one. Okay.
Okay, everyone, smile. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Okay, now the silly one. 1, 2, 3.
Just clap unhinging her jaw, just like.
Yeah. It definitely comes a little loose and she has to like get back on a
It's
little
like
bit.
Act 2 mummy.
This is the zombie cross-country road trip I've always wanted.
But maybe we should sit down and I should examine you to see how everything's holding up at some point. If you're okay. It's not you are actually falling apart.
Give me 1 1/4 thumbs up if you're still okay. Clap. Hey!
I can do that now.
Oh no, the quarter is gone.
It's
Wait.
good. It's good. It's good progress.
It's getting there.
You're getting there. You are.
Yeah, I know. How'd he do it?
Sorcerers.
Have you shown him the dog yet?
Huh?
Dog.
I mean, Clap's seen it.
Freaks Clep out every single time.
Yeah.
The like
What's up,
snake
man?
head thing.
Messed up.
Clep just tries to smack it away.
Not too hard, you're gonna lose another finger.
Please be careful. Your bones are very brittle.
Okay.
You know,
I did it.
maybe we're not as comfortable as we were in the vault, but at least we're together.
Yeah. Best coworkers forever.
Are you okay?
I'm feeling a little sentimental.
Okay. Usually like that's the kind of thing I say.
Does that photo print?
I think he goes back to the dark room,
Yeah.
pours some old developer, some stop, some fix, and just starts. I think it comes out as a negative. I think the
love
negative.
to conceive that you've been studying.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I ever have friends.
all the things, yeah. So he basically has an 8x10 like negative that's like perfect, like 2 negatives that are perfect.
Yeah.
And
Because Peachy only works in wet plate.
100%.
Question for Peachy. While you're alone in the dark room, right, working on this photo,
Yeah.
you talk a lot about this like group of people, the vault heads that hang out. Why aren't those people the friends that you wanted to take these photos with?
I think because vault heads are usually more affected than Peachy is. So they're kind of like very slow, maybe not as smart, and like Peachy's definitely like has his wits about him and can like interact, and they're more like kind of like drooling zombies that are kind of like out in this like together and not so much like people, high energy people like Peachy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we see like a little bit of a flashback of like you trying
Yeah.
to get everybody together for a photo. And like we hear you singing one of the like songs that you guys would sing outside of the vault. And it is just your voice.
Yeah.
And like you are jumping up and down with them, like everybody's singing along and they aren't really processing
they're not
it.
moving, they're squirming out. They
Yeah.
kind of just don't even like look at me in a way that like they're intelligent almost.
Yeah.
One of them is banging on the wall with a hammer, which causes that hole that's in the back of the thing. Hey, you don't need to do that right now. We're just gonna let's just all get together and take. I'm like dragging people by like the legs, trying to get them in like.
Legs stay.
This is
bad. This isn't good, guys. So no one told you life was gonna be.
I love that this group of friends was just literally mutant raiders that
Yeah.
we're making like the best of.
Yeah. Just find people and I take them to the vault. Like,
I think that for your 2 photos that you took, one of them comes out pretty clear. I'd say even you could have one that's better than just like a negative of it.
okay.
Do you want the serious one, or like the smiling one, or the silly one?
The silly one.
Okay, so the silly one comes out much clearer than any of the like tests that you've done so far, and you have one solid photo of your best friends that you can take with you, and then you have the negative of the other.
And it's in a frame that says like best grandma ever, but like I've like taken a knife and started like taking a
Best grandma ever partner.
Wow, this is great. Look at you're an excellent photographer.
Wow, you can really make out the sliminess of Klep's remaining gums.
Yeah, and you can really see that she nearly got my neck there. You nearly got my neck that time.
Oh, Klep.
What a Joey.
That is so Clep. I don't understand a word that comes out of your mouth.
Neither do I.
Meg.
I think that there is some point when we are just walking across the wasteland that a building that is totally incomprehensible to me rises up in our view. It's a gas station.
Mm-hmm.
But as we take a stop, take a look inside, it is just filled with a ton of magazines. And my eyes light up because I've read every book in the vault twice, 3 times over. Old hat, new reading material. I lose sight of like keeping safe, and I just like dash in and just start looking through everything.
Okay, so you said these are magazines, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all of these magazines then are dated pretty close to October 2077. These are all from the before times, before the Great War, before the end of the world. And they're definitely a little bit, like when paper has gotten wet and dried back up, they have that kind of crinkle to them a little bit. But there are quite a few that are still completely legible and have like just the wrinkled images of celebrities.
This one says they're just like us?
Wow.
That kind of scares me.
Yeah, and also I don't think it's true because none of them have any green patches.
Yours is fading though.
Yeah, it's
fading.
looking good.
It's looking minty instead of, swampy.
Do you think I'm a goofus or a gallant?
That's a total goofus question, you goof.
You did get me there.
You see one that has like the downfall of Cooper Howard on the front of it. And it's like the equivalent of like a paparazzi photo on the front with like his hands up like this.
Yeah.
Hey.
Randall would really like this.
Yeah, let's save this one for him.
Hey guys, who the hell is Randall? He's probably not your best friend, right?
Oh,
You'd love Randall.
Oh,
yeah, you'd really like Randall. He's nice.
He sounds great and forever gone.
Oh, bud.
Actually, he'll be back probably pretty soon.
Also,
We'll see.
we don't have. I have to be really clear. There's not like a cap on the amount of people that we can hang out with.
No, like we honestly,
travel with.
if we meet any more nice people like you, we should take them along with us because this is a tough world.
Okay, that sounds good.
Hey, do you want a Twinkie?
Oh yeah.
It survived.
Yeah.
You're able to get a thick stack of magazines, and I'm gonna say you can
Oh, it was a
reference-
magazine?
It was all magazines. You are able to use these at some point for reference. I'll give you one chance to know a piece of information that you've got from one of these magazines.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
It's
my
whether Gary's a
perception.
goofus or a gal.
It's true. My perception goes down 2 points for the rest of our travel because I just have my head buried in these magazines.
Incredible.
Because you're just like, who did wear it best?
I don't even know what it is.
When you're leaving the like photography shop, you do see lots of like blood stains and like some loose body parts and stuff. These are leftover vault heads. One literal head of a vault head. They wouldn't identify that, but like you see maybe some fallen soldiers of the vault heads that have come here with you maybe in the past in an attempt for that. And it is a little bit of a gory scene on like the outside of it.
Oh, jeez.
I don't know what I expected from the surface world, but I didn't expect this many bodies.
It's
Or in these positions. Or with so many limbs
it's interesting because
very far apart.
we always talk about the end of the world, and we talk a lot about Reclamation Day when the world is good, and we never talk about all this stuff in between. It was supposed to be a clean break.
Well, yeah, no one was supposed to. I expected the bodies, I'll say.
It's been 200 years, though. I also didn't expect there to be so many things up here.
Is all of it like this?
Oh, yeah, pretty much.
Is
Really?
any part good?
Also, there's a lot of body parts around this area specifically. Are we sure it's safe here?
Yeah, it's probably safe. It's probably good. but-
Peachy, is it safe here?
Don't lie to your best
No,
friend.
No, all right.
It's totally not safe here, guys.
All right. What's the
Okay.
safest direction to head? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter what the safest direction to head in,
Clip?
because we got to get to the Mothman.
Clep is playing with the little slidey string on the cowboy hat.
Yeah.
And when you say the Mothman, she goes, and takes the hat off really quick.
Wait, it's
Does,
good.
does,
That
the, does the
helps.
Mothman not like hats?
I must not lose focus.
Oh, okay.
You can be focused and also be protected from the sun with the hat.
Yeah, you could wear the hat and focus.
You
You're
can wear
allowed.
the hat and focus on Mothman.
If you like the hat, you should take the hat. That's for you.
The
That's
Mothman
yours.
would not frown upon you having things you enjoy.
Hey guys, what's the Mothman?
Great question.
Don't
we
know.
purple eyes.
Wise Mothman.
Basically, we were out here for a little while and we came away with more questions than answers, and Clep seemed to have a really good idea of someone who would have answers, so we figured we would just follow her to possibly civilization and answers.
She shuffles around in her bag for a little bit and unrolls a piece of paper with a like crudely drawn image of a large moth with kind of humanoid legs that stands on them, big wings behind it, and like really circled purple eyes on it, and like hair all over it. It's a little lopsided in its depiction, and you're not sure if that's the
So-
Mothman or the drawing of it.
So it's not 1,000 moths in the shape of a man. But they were both good. Purple eyes, very important.
Purple eye is very important.
Do I recognize this at all?
I think you have heard of the cult of the Wise Mothman. You would probably know there are actually two factions that exist in the Wasteland. She's a little far from home right now. This is something that exists in the Appalachia area, but there are two essentially feuding cults of the Mothmen. There is the Wise Mothman with the purple eyes, and there is the red-eyed Mothman. And you only know that there are cults around them. I don't know if you have ever encountered, maybe you just have like secondhand knowledge of it, of like, oh yeah, the cult freaks, you know, that are really into the Mothman, and that they are seeking the Wise Mothman. That is what they worship, essentially.
Gotcha. Ooh, okay, guys. I mean, it's pretty chill. Are we going that way? Are we going east to find the Mothman?
No.
Or is the Mothman here now?
You know, Clep has not been able to really communicate that, but we are following the radio commercial to the casino. It's very important to Clep.
All right, let's do it.
Her radio doesn't seem to be working for a little bit now. It hasn't turned on in a bit. But I feel like in your travels, you would have probably heard them talking about the Sierra Madre Casino advertisement that they heard. It is what Clep held the radio up to you all and played and pointed at it. That is where she is heading next. Now, she is not with her cult. She is not with any other believers in this thing, and not going where traditionally the Mothman is believed to be, which is Appalachia. She is far, far from where typically people are who worship the Mothman. So that's the information you kind of have from it. As you are all heading back out from this little photo session, you see something glowing in the distance in the dark. You see a figure glowing.
Is that
How
normal?
close?
About 100 feet in the distance, so you just see the outline. You might be able to see better through your little telescope. You see a necrotic humanoid figure that's entire skin glows green through kind of little gaps in its almost burned look, green glowing in its eyes. You have seen these before. These are glowing ones. A glowing one is a extremely radiated creature in the wastelands that are extremely dangerous. They are a living conduit of radioactivity.
Did not wear his sunscreen, I'll tell you that much.
That's a person?
Yeah, that's a person. Hey, we should maybe hook... My gut's telling me we hook around that.
Definitely.
Okay.
So, Clep, we're going to want to, when we head that way, we just want to give it a little bit of a wide berth, that guy, okay? Yeah, not great.
Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, right?
If Clep is in agreement, I think we're all in agreement.
Great.
Yes, we should avoid the glowing things.
Let's move as quietly as we can and give this thing a wide berth.
When looking through the glass at the glowing one in the distance, you also see something skittering by its feet. You see a few more rad roaches. And you see Roachy clock those rad roaches. Roachy looks at you and looks at the others of its kind and looks back at you.
Don't leave me.
and you know it's time to selfishly cling to Roachy.
This is your rad roach. It belongs to
Roachy
you.
tries to nudge you in the direction of it. Roachy's not trying to leave you.
Oh.
Roachy is trying to nudge you towards its friend.
I was worried I was going to look through the glass and I was going to see one that was wearing like a fedora and one that was wearing a dress and then like two little and it was just going to be like, oh no, that's Roachy's
the
family.
family.
That's right.
It's Mama Roach and Daddy Roach.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, Papa Roach.
Papa Roach. And that's where we're going to end it, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you
Good
so
night.
much for
It's
watching.
just the wife and kids.
Yeah.
He is Papa Roach.
Papa Roach.
Loved behind you.
It's not that I'm not in agreement with you, buddy, but there's one big glowing problem, so.
Looks at you again, looks at its little roach friends, nudges you with its little rad roach nose to try and get you to go towards it.
Oh, okay. Well, if it nudged you cutely, then we should probably go towards the giant glowing zombie.
Is your heart made of stone?
Clep is fully moving in the opposite direction to, as you said, avoid the glowing one.
Does Roachy understand emergency hand signals? Maybe we could tell Roachy that we're going to go around and then we'll meet back up.
Do you think that you could go get them and bring them to us, or?
What's that, buddy?
Hey, boy!
Oh,
Timmy's
no.
in the well? We're about to find out how smart this roach is.
We are.
Roll for herding. Can the roach herd?
Herd mentality. Pack tactics.
If it passes, we're
Hang
herding.
on, wait.
If it fails, we're herding.
Yeah.
I have to
No matter
look
what,
at the
there's herding,
stats
herding.
of this
So Roachy sees you doing all of the hand motions, and Roachy pushes up on some of its back legs and starts waving to the other rad roaches.
I don't believe that
cartoon
roaches
at
are
this
supposed
point,
to be
you
this
guys.
intelligent. Radiation really is a powerful tool.
And
Wait,
it's trying to flag to you the other rad roaches that are moving with the glowing one. What do you do?
I feel like we should probably move, actually, yeah.
Did that
I'm
work in the
sorry.
way that you intended?
I don't know. I feel like I am such a reasonable person, and then I look down at this thing, and it's like, it all goes out the window.
Don't put that much
Okay,
pressure
and
on yourself.
I gather him up into my
Yeah.
arms. I'm like, okay.
I
we
look
should
at everybody
probably-
and I go,
Sometimes
I
the
look at
things we love
everybody
make bad decisions.
and I go, okay, I'll be back in 3 to 5 minutes. And Gary starts walking quietly towards the glowing one and the roaches.
Gary.
What's between me, the glowing one, and the roaches? Is there cover?
The roaches are with the glowing.
Yeah, right. What's going on? Are there places to take cover?
Are there places to take cover?
We're in a desert.
Are there places to hide?
Sure.
Could I stealth my way closer to kind of signal these roaches?
What do you want to do?
I want to reunite this roach with the roaches that it loves so much.
My best friends are scientists.
At least one.
Let them science a little.
Let us science a little.
The scientists would like us to go.
You
in
guys
the
are
opposite
scientists,
direction.
right?
Yeah, this is science.
Yes,
and Gary
yes.
gets down on his belly and starts moving like this.
I was ready to go around.
Clap goes, pa, 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 pa.
I forgot. Everybody, this gets harder the louder you are.
Clap starts spitting at you.
Okay, what are we gonna do? What do we want to? You've got to get back to your people. This roach has to get back to its roaches.
It's okay. I'm sure we can find other
Can we
rad
pick up
roaches.
Gary and go in the opposite direction?
You cannot.
Clep is gonna lean down
It would be rude.
to Rochi.
It would be rude,
wait.
but effective.
Clep's gonna lean down to Rochi, okay? In your arms.
Yeah.
So not actually much of a lean. Clep's very little.
Mm-hmm.
Looks right at Rochi. Goes. And Rochi is kind of like.
They're communicating.
Is what?
Is
the
Clep
matter is-
fluid in roach?
Yeah, no, they're both from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's all I was thinking. That's all I was thinking. It's like the honeymooners.
They're Italian, clearly.
They're just. Are you? Come on.
Forget about it.
Get out of here.
Clep is like.
Come.
And Clep like steps on your back leg while
Okay,
you're
that's
like
come
lightly. It doesn't hurt you, but enough to like try and stop you.
Hi.
Roach kind of wants you to get eaten.
Oh.
Rochi,
What?
no.
Rochi goes, ah!
Wait, Rochi, are you trying to use this as food for your family?
Clep looks back at Rochi and goes, and Rochi goes, that's not its family.
Oh, are you trying to use this as food for strangers?
And Clep just kind of like giggles and goes, gives a little like one finger high five to Rochi.
All right, we're going.
You nearly got us eaten by the glowing one, you.
So many timeouts.
This is you. You're a couple of jokesters. You're a couple of jokesters.
You have wild animal with you,
Yeah.
Rad Roach.
Yeah, Rochi.
Rochi.
I get it. Okay. So no friends.
No, friends. Friends eat friends.
You have tried to eat us quite a bit.
Friends in the wasteland eat friends.
Have you ever eaten a friend?
No.
Have you ever eaten a friend?
Oh, you've
No!
had a very lonely life.
No, seriously, I don't eat friends at all. As I'm hearing myself say that, it does sound like I do eat friends.
Yeah.
But I absolutely do not. I'm giggling because I'm nervous right now.
Sure. You ever eaten an acquaintance?
No.
Business associate.
Cousin.
No. Guys,
Oh, it is getting closer.
it's getting
We should
so
leave.
close.
All right, you two, hilarious prank. Good bit. Let's keep moving.
Slides back up the little string on a cowboy hat.
Just-
tightens Rochi's for you because you're not supposed to touch
You
Rochi.
know the bit has gotten old when even Gary is like, let's move on.
Yeah. Pew pew.
Hey.
Wait. Yeah. Here we go.
Sometimes you forget.
It
which
is harder
finger
to
you've
do
lost.
without two functional thumbs.
Yeah. And she will start leading you back once again into the wasteland, moving towards the environment starts to change a little bit. Nature starts to look a little different. Sand turns into dirt. Leftover bits of paved highway kind of come back in.
Nature's healing.
Yeah. Sand
Reclaiming what it
turns
once
to dirt. Pavement appears. Nature. And it does, as you pass by a large sign that is hanging crooked, kind of half dug into the dirt, you do see a sign that says, "You are leaving the new California Republic.
Huh.
We've
What-
been somewhere?
What's that about?
The sign
Yeah.
that we're leaving?
What is
New
the California? Yeah.
I know California, the state of California.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
the new version.
Oh,
Yeah.
y'all made a y'all made a new version while we were down there.
So at what point you've had no?
Uh-uh.
Oh, wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, our vault was completely sealed until we left.
Yeah. Born, die.
Yep. Many times, actually.
I mean, not us born and die many times, but
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
they
yeah,
think
yeah.
we're dead, probably.
yeah.
Yeah. So blew up,
Yeah.
rebuilt.
Wow. See,
It's
that's
like they did
blow
their
up.
own reclamation day early.
Wait, what?
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Over. It did a.
You did it again?
I didn't.
No.
Seriously, guys.
There's
I don't
more
eat my
than
friends.
one.
I don't eat my acquaintances. I don't eat my enemies. Didn't blow up California.
But California blew up more than once?
Yes.
Oh.
This is
Bad.
absolutely awful. This is not what was supposed to
How far
happen.
did they rebuild before it blew up?
I don't know. I'm not a historian. I'm just a guy with some awesome best friends.
You do. We are pretty awesome.
Wow. Things have been so hard up here.
Yeah.
Yeah. It kind of. Now that I think about it, it kind of has been pretty hard up here.
There wasn't supposed to be anything up here until we were ready.
Ready for.
I'm getting the feeling that
There's-
everything we were told was lies.
Oh, okay, but also, I can't believe I'm saying this, but maybe they thought there would be nothing up here and they were wrong.
Judging, you should look in that Pip-Boy, see if there's anything on there saying Vault Tech blew up California Republic. Because I feel like they do a lot of things they're not supposed to. Like lie to us.
I mean, I
A
know,
lot.
I know they lied to us. Like, I'm fully aware of that fact now, but I don't think they're omniscient, you know? Like, if they're bad, they could also be stupid and wrong, right?
Sure.
Which implies they would blow up something again, yes.
Peachy, you definitely know of Vault Tech. Like, Vault Tech made the vaults. There's left standing Vault Tech buildings. There's Vault Tech around. What are your feelings? What are your feelings on Vault Tech?
I guess Peachy, from a very young age, has been like, the mystery of Vault Tech is around every corner, but no one knows what's going on in those vaults. I think he would look at it like any other like civilization that has like gone and like been here and gone. You know?
Okay.
So I think he would have half the information he has on Vault-Tec is probably very wrong.
Yeah.
And then the other half, I guess, could be wrong because it could just be propaganda. And he's just like filling in the blanks wherever he can. But I think in his head, he would believe that inside the vault is kind of like this utopian world that is evolving, right? So like, he wouldn't think that things have stayed the same for them for that long.
Yeah.
He
It
would
has
think-
been 217 years.
He would think that like, oh, they must be so far advanced from where we are.
Yeah.
And that's why he's like in love with these people. Like they're from the future, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For food for you. So you're not starving, but it's not been fun. I'll tell you that much. You don't feel comfortable in what you're eating.
Yeah. Hey, Claire. Could you point to me where we are on the map? And this is coming from 15 feet away.
Clep rolls back out the map, holds it, spins around a few times, up, down, and she flips it around to you and goes,
What else is on the map?
Yeah,
Is
what
it
is
like,
a hand-
is it
this
like a
hand-
current map or is
Yeah.
this like an old map?
Is it hand drawn?
It is not hand-drawn, it is very old.
Oh, okay.
And where did she just point? And where are we going?
It doesn't look 217 years before the world ended old. It's not a pre-Great War map. It is definitely structured as, something that would be kind of unrecognizable to you because you actually have seen the maps of how the world looked previously. And it looks like it is actually just kind of like a torn section of a map that does show the border of the New California Republic entering into Nevada? What's left where Nevada was?
Right. It's just been renamed Nevada with a question mark.
Yeah.
Because everybody looks at it and they're like, it is?
Yeah.
It is, right?
Sierra Madre Casino exists approximately, most likely, where Las Vegas was.
Right.
So it looks like you are crossing out of California.
Mm-hmm.
And you are about as far as the border between California and Nevada is at that point from Sierra Madre.
Great.
And Sierra Madre is not marked on the map, but she has poked a hole with her nail through a point in the map that she points to. And that's your like marker.
Huh. And then, Clep, where on the map did we start?
The map doesn't actually go very far in that direction because it is just the torn section. Mm-hmm. So she holds it up and she goes,
okay.
The map ends about here.
So we've actually,
good?
yeah.
I trust her. Yep.
Yeah.
I trust her.
We were all the way at the right ear, so we're making good
she's
time.
Come here all the way from Appalachia.
Yeah, that's got to be at least left elbow.
Uh-huh.
She folds it back up and tucks it back into her bag. And moving across the border of these two states, you do see dug into the sand and dirt on the other side of the Leaving California sign, a kind of broken down highway sign with a few different things on them. And it does say, one of them, Sierra Madre on it.
Mm-hmm. Clep!
You really know your distances in geography, don't you? Does it say how far away? Like, does it say miles?
It does. It does say about another 100 miles to Sierra Madre.
Ooh.
And she goes,
That's
and she lifts it over her head. Wah!
That's a lot of walking.
We are making progress. We did start all the way at the ear. We could try to find a faster method of travel.
Do vehicles still exist?
Most of the cars exist before the second destruction of the
Yes.
world.
Mhm.
There was like a second
Ooh, they got
phase
some cars,
of it.
baby. Yeah.
I will say canonically in 2281 there was highway patrol cars.
Mm-hmm.
So how much luck do you have?
Communally?
Let's hear everybody's luck.
Community luck? Shared luck?
I have.
I don't know.
I mean, luck points, I've got 6. Actual luck, I've got 7.
Let's
I wish
do
you
luck
had
points.
mysterious car instead of mysterious stranger.
Yeah.
Shh, don't give away my mysterious stranger.
Oh, sorry.
It's a one shot, and we're 2 hours in.
Oh my...
You haven't used it yet.
I'm waiting on a... Because I'm only allowed to use it once.
Well,
That's fair.
Please be a bike with 6 seats. Please be a bike with 6 seats.
Oh.
It's just endless sidecars.
I
I
saw-
like that Rochi needs a whole seat.
I saw a documentary once where there were these bikes that went in circles and people would get drunk on them.
Oh yeah.
I've been on them. I've been on one of those.
No, you
Oh, wait,
haven't.
sorry.
You
No,
live in
sorry.
a vault.
Sorry.
We're gonna do a couple of things here.
I'm kind of excited.
One, we're gonna ask how much luck you're willing to give up.
I will give up all my luck points except for one, which I need for something.
Okay,
I'll give
so
up all of them.
for this will
Everything
be
for
for
a road
luck of the
trip.
draw. How about you, Peachy?
All of my luck. Friends, all of it. Take it all.
Fantastic.
Take all
Okay,
my luck.
then we're gonna do a group action in a moment here. So, using all of the luck you have,
Except for 1 point.
except for 1 point Gary's got, you, after moving past the border, after seeing the highway sign actually, you do see kind of like the broken down ruins of what was once a highway heading into Nevada. And you do see, just in the distance, flipped on its side, a highway patrol car. Now, most of you know this from history books, and it does look similar, but different. You've seen like what highway patrol cars looked like before the Great War, and it's painted in a very similar way, enough to be recognizable. And it is coated in dust and dirt. So, the group action is gonna be 2 things. 1, flipping that car. to getting that car working. We have a scientist here. So we're gonna do 2 group actions here. If everybody wants to work together to flip, because I don't think any of you are strong enough to flip a car on your own, right?
Nope.
You're now a machine
So,
chemist.
I was just about to say, chemistry does not mean machine.
I will say there's a lot of nuclear energy in the world of Fallout. This car might not have run on gas.
That's true.
Thank you
I
very
will
much.
also say,
It's probably got, dude, if it's got a fusion core in it, we can drive that car into power armor, and then we could wear that
I
power
used
armor.
to ride those babies for miles.
I do believe it is time for buff out.
So, this first one is going to be your strength to try and move it. We're gonna use strength and
Who wants try?
And
I'm gonna say that's strength and athletics.
we're gonna use strength and barter.
No.
Please, Mr. Carr.
Please.
Strength and athletics.
Princess.
Who has the best strength and athletics that would like to lead this group action?
I've got a strength of
Yeah,
6.
6.
I've got an athletics of 2.
I'm not even in the running.
So it's you.
All right, Gary,
Gary.
you're leading this. So you're gonna roll 2 d20s,
All right.
and everybody who is assisting is going to roll also for theirs and see their success. So
2 d20s for us as well. or just-
everybody's gonna roll 1 in addition to it, unless any of you want to use any action points to try and assist on this.
Okay.
You can give them to Gary.
I think that you should take as many action points for this as well.
You
Take
can get 1 more.
yeah.
You
take
can
an
get 1 more
action point.
d20.
Okay.
So 3 d20s. You're trying to roll under a.
Trying to roll under an 8.
Okay. And if he gets 1 success, everybody can count theirs in.
That's 1. That's 1 success.
1 for me.
I got a 7. What was the number?
You have your own, so it's your
Oh,
own.
okay. Yeah, no.
Okay,
1 for me.
Dun 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 dun.
but that's 2.
It's 2.
That's 2.
That is enough for everybody together to flip the car back onto its
Okay.
wheels.
Everybody.
Or
Everybody.
something.
And he looks
Whatever
down at
those
Rochi and he's like, I mean everybody, mister.
And you see on the side of it, Nevada Highway Patrol. And let's do the repair group action.
Is this me? What is this going to be with
So
plus
this
repair?
is intelligence and repair.
That's going to be me. I have a 10. Can anyone be?
I have 3 in repair, a 7 in intelligence, and
Okay,
I can
sorry.
reduce the difficulty of repair test by 1.
Then it's you.
Ooh.
It's definitely you.
Okay.
Cool.
So then this was going to be a 2 for repair. That makes it a 1 for repair.
Cool.
Cool.
That's
Definitely.
fantastic. So then you can lead it.
Okay.
Again, you're welcome to use your action
Use
points
an
if you want
action
to.
point.
Use an action
Use
point,
an
take a
action
third d20.
Okay.
And
So we
then
have 4
all
left.
of you are rolling your own intelligence and repair stats
Okay.
with 1d20 each.
Oh my goodness.
That is 2 successes.
Ooh!
1 success from me.
Nope.
What if I get exactly my number?
You succeed.
Oh, that's my first success of the game.
Hey!
Yes.
That is 4 successes.
And it was 1?
It was reduced to 1. It was supposed to be 2.
So
So that's
we-
3 additional. You're all able.
We are.
We're all just like looking at this car. It's like, okay, that's definitely a car
Can
facing
I
the way a
say
car's supposed to
that
face.
I picked up like a car's monthly manual
100%
at
you can.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
And you're like showing it to Peachy, and Peachy's like, yeah.
Oh, I get it.
Yeah.
That's an engine.
Oh, okay. I understand. Siphoning like radiation out of the
You're the only one dealing with the nuclear energy.
And
Sucking on
you
a
all
nuclear
get
hub.
this
Yeah.
thing running.
Wow.
How do you get it running?
Yeah, I think it's one of those things where like everything is kind of rigged on the council, on the center council, of just like wires hanging and they're split and they're put together. And it's one of these. I think it's one of these things where like, in order to start it, it has to start moving. So we have to like Little Miss Sunshine push it a little bit
yes.
and then jump inside it.
I love thinking that it's like it's in such bad repair that you can understand it. Like if it wasn't this bad
Yeah.
off, like if it wasn't so just like completely redone by hand, but because it was, you're like, oh yeah.
I've seen that.
Yeah, that's how I would do it too.
You all are able to fit into this car. It's a little cramped, but it's mostly just like Rochi who has to stack a little bit. Who's Rochi sitting on?
I think Rochi's on the dash.
Okay, great.
Rochi's on the dash, and Rochi has taken the hula skirt and the leg from the
100% knew you were going to do this joke.
And Rochi's just like, and I immediately, as a 55-year-old man, immediately go into dad mode, and I'm just like, seatbelts on. If you're in the back, you don't have them because that's for criminals. All right.
Also, mine's torn in half.
I was just about to say, this one's disintegrated.
Okay, well, just think about safety.
Let's get the configuration. Okay, Rochi's on the dash.
Yeah.
You're in the driver's seat. Who's in the passenger seat?
I'll be in the passenger seat.
It's gotta be the person who's
Gotta be repairing the car.
I'm also like holding wires together and like trying to make sure that like everything kind of stays together, and I'm getting shocked every now and then. Be like, first road trip.
Clep keeps hitting her radio and like wires something to like the equivalent of like the cigarette lighter in the back and gets her radio going and like sets it on that like center console where everything is.
And then, yeah, we're all like, woo! And then I look down and I'm like, nobody is allowed to tell Clep that cars have radios. Okay?
She looks stoked. She loves her radio so much. She's so happy.
Hey, also, just a quick question. Do you think that stuff that worked on me would help Clep at all?
I want to examine her, but she said no.
Okay.
Maybe with time.
All right.
And
All
she's
right,
sitting
everybody.
between you two. She took the middle seat.
All right, everybody. Here we go. Sierra Madre or bust. Did everybody go to the bathroom? Does anybody need a snack? We're not stopping.
Going.
Nope.
No.
Mostly because we're not sure if the brakes work.
Here we go.
And as the six of you head off into the distance, the sun rising once again, moving towards Sierra Madre Casino, you feel a little bit of nice breeze from it. You are able to make it, though a few pit stops on the way, probably having to like get the car going again.
We just stopped. We were making good time.
It's the car!
I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't even understand why I'm saying these things.
I believe the spirit of the car is taking you over.
I really like the idea that on the back of this car, it just says, rob us, flip this car. And it's like everyone who takes this car gets robbed and they flip it.
You do have a few complications. There's definitely like a few chases of your car, a group of raiders.
Go, 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 go!
Push,
One of them
push,
goes,
push, push.
Is that Peachy?
Go, 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 go!
Do you know that?
No, I don't know those guys.
Did you ever eat one of those guys?
I didn't need to. They wouldn't be able to run if
He
I ate
ate
them.
my brother!
Shut up, Kyle.
You know that, Kyle!
Go!
As the car gets going again, and you head under a large kind of like awning sign that says Sierra Madre Casino. You enter into, it's almost like a town of it. This entire city looks like it is built for the hypothetical thing you've heard of gambling. It is much more lively than anything that you have like seen or experienced in the Wastelands. It looks like people have rebuilt this place. The buildings stand with actual structure, and you can hear lively sounds from inside as well.
Peachy, this is what we keep talking about. Reclamation Day is supposed to look like this.
I've
The whole
never seen anything like this.
the whole country, all of it is supposed to look like this.
They've already started. They
They don't-
started without us.
Wait, have you really never seen anything like this before?
I've never been this far out before.
And as you pull your car up to the front of the main casino, and you can see people inside through glass doors that stand, your Pip-Boy like activates with a little like beep beep sound.
Oh, I think this might be Randall. Hang on.
What?
And I pull it up and I start
We
to
got
look.
so far without Randall.
Oh no. We'll have to take the car back.
Oh.
Anyway.
We gotta bring it in for a tune-up though first, because I feel it's pulling a little bit to the left. And we gotta get that. We gotta get that.
What does that even mean?
I don't know.
You see a message pop up in the email on your Pip-Boy that just says, "We're coming."
Does it have a signature?
you can see that it was sent from Randall's Pip-Boy. That was the reason that Randall left the Pip-Boy with you all. You were out in the Wasteland, and you knew that he was going back, and he was like, it's fine, there's Pip-Boys there.
Yeah.
I don't need to take this one with me. You guys need it. So I'll go back, and then when I get Ralph, I'll let you know.
Randall's coming.
And I'll come find you.
That's good.
That's good. That's definitely, listen, we have to believe that is Randall and Ralph.
I can ask.
And
Oh yeah, just send a message back.
oh yeah, just ask. Just be like, hey, is that Randall and Ralph? I mean, I know you say. Just say something like, I know you're saying that you're Randall and Ralph, but are you Randall and Ralph?
I put, who's your favorite actor? ?
It's quiet for a moment. All of you just like sitting in the parking lot, not going into this casino, waiting for a text back.
Mandated car time, of course.
I get this feeling like it annoys me that we're sitting here in the car and not moving or accomplishing anything. I don't know why. I feel like we're supposed to get out and do something or drive away. And if we don't do either one, I get angrier.
But I'm on my little device.
I know.
I'm interacting with my little device while we wait in the car, so it's fine.
No, I have this thing in the back of my head that tells me we have stuff to accomplish and we have to make good time.
You get a file that comes through, and it's really like choppy and broken up a little bit, but it's a voice note that comes through, and it's Randall's voice, and it just says, that's goop, ha.
That sounds like Randall.
And you can hear another voice in the back go, woo!
That's okay, yeah, that's them.
That's definitely them.
Yeah. Should we go back and get them though? Because it's gonna take them a long time to get here.
We have to at least get an oil change and a tire rotation before we go anywhere. What does that mean?
Oh, you read that from my magazine. Maybe no more reading.
Maybe let go of the wheel. I think it's doing something to you. Just like let go of the wheel.
The message did say, we're coming.
Yeah, they're coming to us, so it'll be fine.
Great. We are going to find a Mothman before they get here. Cleb, are we here for the Mothman?
Clep pulls all of her bottle caps out and goes, and like kicks open the back door and climbs over you and goes running into the casino.
I think Clep has priorities.
I think that maybe she wasn't looking for the Mothman after all.
Are you following her?
How are we going to lock up this car? I'm getting the feeling people do a lot of stealing on the surface.
I have never seen another working car in the days that we've been here. Hortensia, we must imagine that this car is stolen already.
Oh.
Flip this car!
Wait!
Flip this car! Flip this
Oh, no,
car!
it's affecting me too.
You could absolutely flip it back over to make it harder to steal.
We flip it back over to
And
make.
you can also probably take out some
Yeah.
wires, right?
Ugh.
All right, everybody, we know that you're gonna try to steal this car. Please just don't steal this car.
Oh, I hate this car. It doesn't work.
And everybody,
It's
Stopped
so bad.
and that's why we flipped it.
and
You
everybody,
totally didn't come here on it 5 minutes ago.
and I just know that there are people out in the background like, oh, we're taking your car.
Oh, just try it. You
Yeah.
can't do it.
The doors swing open to the casino. Do you enter?
Yes.
You realize that most of the movement inside was actually holograms. And you see them kind of acting like bartenders within the casino, and you see Clem sat in front of a machine. It is huge, and the back of the machine has these big wings on it. And the front two lights are glowing
Roller coaster
purple
simulator.
lights on the machine. And she throws a bottle cap in and pulls a handle at this Mothman like slot machine in front of her.
She was going to see the Mothman. Oh.
But
I'm so happy for her.
I mean, it is sort of like an accomplishment of a life goal, right?
Is this your religion, Clap?
The Enlightened! He pulls it again. And she reaches back to you
Right on.
and like offers you to like pull the thing with
I'm
her.
gonna pull it.
Yeah.
Hey, Go around on the side that's closest to the handle. Don't cross over her body with your arm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you will get bit.
Right on. Let's do this.
And she is in it. Just roll 2d20 for me.
Okay.
Let's just see how you do.
Yeah.
You've used all your luck, so.
7 and 15.
She looks at you and goes, again! And she pulls it again, and she just like keeps putting her bottle caps in. And she doesn't have a ton of them, but she's got like a pretty good handful of bottle caps. As she sits there pulling it, there are a few other people milling about throughout the casino, and these like kind of hologram style servers.
Okay, so the rags were junk, but the bottle caps are money?
Is that what gambling is?
Oh, yeah, that's how gambling works, guys.
Oh, money caps.
Money
Caps for maps!
Oh.
What are you guys doing with your caps? Guys, what are you doing with your caps?
Guys,
your caps.
we
What are you doing?
we throw them away.
You're just throwing money away. Man, everyone in the vault is so rich.
We don't even use currency.
We don't
in the
have
vault.
money.
You don't even have money?
No, why would you have money?
No, we just have unlimited food, water, and safety.
It turns out if you give people that, they don't need as much money.
It does seem that way.
But I
Doesn't
wouldn't
it?
know that because we're from the vault and hate communism.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't see how any of this is applicable to real life.
Not at all.
Clem is
America.
absolutely thrilled. There is a little bit of food that the virtual servers are like gesturing to, and she like flips each of you a bottle cap to go and get like some real food.
Oh, Clep, thank you.
Thank you.
She's definitely just like won some, so before she flips them to you, and then she just puts the rest right back in, and she is in it at her Mothman machine.
I think that one's hot, Clem. I think that one's hot. I heard that in a movie.
As each of you settle into a new type of comfort, a real building with real floors, real shade from the elements, real people around to hang out with, and games to be played.
I guess we could just stay here for a bit and wait for Randall and Ralph to get here.
We can't move while they're coming here. They'll just get lost.
They won't know where we are.
Yeah.
How are they even going to get here without a map?
Guys, we gotta live our lives without them, okay? We just have to do our own thing.
Hey. Randall's really gonna like you.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Can we send photos with the Pip-Boy? Is that a thing that we can do? Actually, no.
Sure.
I try to shove the paper photo into the Pip-Boy. The one paper photo we have.
Can we take a photo of Clep's map?
Oh, well, there is actually like a navigational thing here, and I can put in points, so I guess I could send the... I've been logging the places that we've been stopping.
Do it.
Okay.
They got deviled eggs here, and you can get a dozen for a cap.
Fun fact, in the actual rules, deviled eggs do heal 4 HP.
Mm-hmm.
That's real.
Is that
Really?
true?
Yeah, deviled eggs are a big thing.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yum,
That's why they
yum,
were
yum,
fighting
Yum,
over
yum,
it.
Yeah.
deviled eggs.
So yeah, you 100% are able to get some deviled eggs. Do you want to send a photo? So essentially, Pip-Boys have the ability to record and take photos in them, and then they send very slowly over like satellite.
Sure.
But the question is, what is the photo?
I don't want to send a photo of Clep's map. I have there's like a navigational function.
There is,
that
yeah.
I'd like to like take an image of what I've recorded and send it over to.
Or
It can map out areas where you've traveled with it.
Like a
or
pin.
can we drop a pin and send them like a really good picture of us hanging out here at the casino? Like, could you drop the pin?
Well, I can do the pin today, and then tomorrow we can send the picture.
Or
we can
drop
do
a
the
pin
picture first.
and then everybody get in here. Well, actually, we should go over to Clep because I don't think Clep's going to leave that machine
No,
without
Clep
fire.
is not. Clep is there for the foreseeable future.
Okay, everybody, grab a deviled egg. Let's go take a picture.
I think that we zoom in on the screen of the Pip-Boy on the photo of the 6 of you. And as we start to pull away from it a little bit, it kind of morphs into, you see the scenery around it has changed a little bit. And we pull back and we see a photo of 8 of you. Randall is like right next to Peachy, like pointing at you. As expected, Randall freaking loves you. You've got like Randall and Ralph on either side of you, like this guy in the photo, and all 8 of you crammed into it.
Holding up Roachy like a baby.
Wait, Saige, I'm sorry. Is there maybe a 9th person in that photo in the background?
Oh my god!
Now, Anthony,
Amy and
I'd like to remind you what this does. Are you using Mysterious Stranger?
Are we ending right now?
In the background of this photo, the 8 of you posed together. If you look really closely, there is somebody standing about 5 feet behind you, aiming a gun at you. Because Mysterious Stranger calls someone to shoot somebody.
Yeah.
It's not just a bud.
No.
And that person is your next threat from the next adventure you will all face. And you just see in the background, there is a dude wearing actually a cowboy hat
hat
as
and
well.
a trench coat.
Yeah, a cowboy hat and a trench coat.
And his eyes are purple.
His eyes are
And he's very
standing
hairy.
there, aiming down the barrel right behind you all. And
I'm doing
in the
this.
photo, you have no idea. There's no front-facing camera. You have no idea this dude is behind you, just aimed down. And that is where we will leave you. Everybody, thank you so much for joining us for the second part of our Fallout adventure. We appreciate it so much. If you enjoyed it, be sure to like and subscribe. It really helps us out. Leave us a comment letting us know if there are any other fun worlds that you would like to see us play in. We're going to go around with everybody one more time and say who you have been and where they can find you. Let's start over here. Thank you very much for joining us tonight, Carlos. Thank you for stepping in.
Yeah, my name's Carlos Luna. I played Peachy Keen. You can find me on the internet under Carlos Grits.
I'm Sarah. I've been playing Meg Morris, and you can find me everywhere at Sarah is Coffee.
Hey, I'm Anthony, and you can find me everywhere at a Carboni, but on Mondays and Fridays, you can find me here with Saige doing the show It's Too Early.
If you want to torture yourself, hi, I'm Persephone, and I'm known as Persephoroth Online. You can find me wherever Persephoros are found.
And I have been your Game Master, Saige Ryan. You can find me everywhere on the internet at NotSage and here on this channel. Thank you so much. Thank you again to Modiphius for sponsoring and making this possible. We're so glad that we got to come back to this world. We didn't think that we were going to get to do a second episode, so we're very excited about it, and we've had so much fun playing in the world and the system. And we'll see you next time. Goodbye, friends.
Bye. Bye.